right, I think we're live. I've got the new setup, or I've got a mobile setup that I've got going for me, where I am at. Let me know in the chat, guys. What is good? What is good, everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Like I said, the lighting setup is not the best here. I'm sorry, guys. Not the best lighting setup. Not the best setup overall. But my brother has been more than accommodating. You know what I'm saying? More than accommodating for me. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys tonight. Justin with the 3.
I'm getting all the emails telling me Switch 2 is close. I'm beyond excited now. Also,
Nice.
after seeing the Sonic Racing leaks, I'm definitely out. Lol.
You're out on Sonic? What? Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the $3 dono, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Justin, for the $3 dono. Let's go. King Cagney with the 25 months. And also, Glenmore Register, thank you so much for the 46 months. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Let's go. Big love to Justin. And with us 3 or more, you can beat up my man Justin on the board. Also, iSonic with the 28 months as well. Yo, my shirt is fresh. I don't know what you guys talk about. Oh, this is a clean collar shirt. You guys, you guys don't know how to dress, bro. You guys gotta, let me show you guys how to dress to impress, you know? Shout outs though, guys. I appreciate that. Let's go. Yeah, man. Last stream before the Switch 2 comes out. Are you guys ready? I mean, apparently everybody on Twitter has been telling me that people on Twitter have been saying, oh, it's such a quiet launch. Nobody's excited. But I just keep on talking about it. I pre-ordered one. Oh, nobody's excited. I swear, Twitter is like the worst echo chamber I've ever heard. Shout out to Cybertoast with the $10
Jojo, San Fran style.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to see you made it safe.
Yes, I made it safe, and you know what? I got scared for a second because we got there way early. Like, you know, if you fly, like they give you like a little tracker, like on United or whatever, like to see like when you're flying there. But like we got there way faster, so we got here like 20 minutes early. So it was actually a pretty fast flight from LAX. So I was pretty impressed with how well the pilot did, man. I slept on the plane. It was fantastic. So yeah, here in San Francisco, excited, looking forward to some stuff. So I do have like a little bit of a special thing to talk about here. So I am going to be going to a special event that a certain company has invited me to. So I will be going to that, Cyber Tours, and yeah, like I said, I can't say too much more, but look out for maybe a small video or some pictures tomorrow, and then of course we're gonna have a live stream as well. We're gonna have a live stream going over, streaming the system and all that, so that's gonna be fun.
It's funny, they say it's a quiet launch, yet they have about it almost every day.
Yeah.
Lol.
That's the funny thing. Like they're constantly saying that the launch is nobody cares, but then they're also talking about it as well. So that's the hilarious thing. Ronald with the 62 months says, "You shill. Why are you excited? You shill. Why are you excited for Xbox One S graphics?" Shout out to Ronald. I appreciate that. Yeah, that guy J Dub, man. Like I don't know but he's kind of a crazy console warrior, so it makes sense, you know. Justin with another $3 says, "It's funny. They say it's a quiet launch, yeah, but then they talk about it every day. They've been talking about it, slandering it." They've been misinforming, talking about it, slandering it every single day. Like, that's what they've been doing. The funniest thing is seeing, like, super hardcore Xbox guys talk about it. It's not even on my radar. Yeah, just like the Xbox Series is on nobody else's radar. Like, just like how nobody's buying that system at all. And they increased the price to $600 for the Xbox Series X. Yeah, nobody's excited for that. That's not on anybody's radar either, you know? Like, these Xbox guys, they're so salty and bitter from Microsoft deciding that third party to support Nintendo and third party and support Microsoft. They're pretty upset. Not the regular Xbox guys, the crazy ones like Jez and all that.
So happy Santa Monica Studios invited you out. Didn't know they had a San Fran office. Winking face.
Winky, yeah, I know. Yeah, shout outs to Sony Santa Monica. Cyber Tours. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. But no, I mean, like, I think it's just interesting. Like I said, the funniest thing is that I talked about it in my video today. I said the biggest system seller is going to be like not only obviously Mario Kart, but like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if you guys saw how many people quote tweeted that footage from Stealth or from or from Necro Felipe. But dude, I was seeing people get retweets of up to 20, 30, 40,000, I think. Up to, I know for sure I saw 20 something to 30,000 people retweeting the footage of Pokemon. That is incredibly high for a gaming post when it comes to something like that, right? So people are all talking about, oh my gosh, it's playable now. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play it. Like, oh, I'm gonna finally play it, or I'm gonna explore more. I'm telling you, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that update is going to be huge. It is going to be huge until the next Pokemon game. Obviously, Pokemon Legends, Pokemon Legends ZA, and then of course Gen 10 is probably next year. So yeah. OJ, not even the first party games just get switched to by the used copy of Scarlet and Violet Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people tell me that I'm shilling, or people tell me that I'm you know, fanboying over simply saying that this is the best launch that they've had in 20 years. And it's so funny, people will tell me that, and then I say, okay, well, what launch is better? And then they're like, oh, well, Zelda with Breath of the Wild. I'm like, okay, don't get me wrong, I'll probably like Breath of the Wild more than Mario Kart, sure. But that's just one game. Like, we all said this at the launch of the Switch 1, we all said, hey, look, there's only Breath of the Wild. All it needs is Breath of the Wild. But the launch lineup wasn't great. I said that. We all said that, you know? Okay, is the mic bad? Okay, my bad. Okay, let me see if I can make the mic quality better. Or if I'm... Hold up. Yeah, you said it's a tin can. I'm actually using a really good mic. It's a Blue Yeti. A Metaphor Refantasio. Shout outs to Atlas. They got me a Metaphor Refantasio Blue Yeti, but apparently it's a tin can. So let me see why it's a tin can. Let me try to increase the quality. It shouldn't be a tin can though. Or am I using the? Yeah, I'm trying to see what...
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet were all over the internet yesterday. People heard about how good it was, but they knew performance was bad,
mic
so
direction?
a lot of people waited.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's the mic direction. I'm sorry, guys. There wasn't any way for... I mean, I could have tested it out a little bit, but I actually did not know how to. So let's see here. Audio, choose... Yeah, I'm using the Yeti. It's the Yeti on there, and the sound, 2 channels... 48 studio quality, yeah, it should be good. I don't know, voice focus. Okay, how about now, guys? Like, is it still bad? I think the mic is fine. Okay, but is it really like crappy? Sorry, guys, I hate to do live testing. How about now? Is it worse or is it better? Shout outs to Caitlin and Justin with the $3 says Pokemon Scarlet. Yeah, they were all over the internet. Uncario with the 320 yen says, looking forward to Brother Essence Smash reveal. Yo, let's go. Not today. He's chilling today, but tomorrow he'll probably hang out. Tomorrow he's gonna hang out. Okay, worse, not crappy. It could be the room. Okay, yeah, it could probably just be the room. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be the room, just because. Yeah, this room's not soundproofed or anything like that. So, and it's kind of open. Like it's actually a pretty large room. So yeah, it says, yeah, studio quality, 2 channels, 41, 4800. So yeah, sounds fine. Okay, sounds okay. I also don't need a different, let's see here, maybe slightly echoey. Okay, slightly echoey. Okay, yeah, guys, I think, like I said, we're going to have to, what's it called? We're going to have to just chill for today. No, we're just gonna have to actually just deal with it for right now. And I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, probably the room. Yeah, maybe the echo. Okay. So, it could just be the room. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys, for the bad audio. I'll see if I can get it fixed. I'll test it out and see if I can get it fixed for the next stream tomorrow. So yeah, because I'm looking at the different settings and I don't think I can do anything else outside of what I've got right now. So yeah. Mic position. I mean, I have the mic position. It's set towards me like this, and I have it on the right setting. But let me see. What about this, guys? Is this any better in terms of it? Will you be the ride for Homelander plane or Brothers Essence this time? No, I actually did not fly Spirit. I did not fly Spirit at all. Better. It's not bad. Yes, you did something? Okay. Much better. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, okay. Better? Okay. Shout outs to Chris the Shriner Dog. Thank you for the $5. Says checking in from Salt Lake City, Utah. Walking on John Stockton's statue. Wish we had a Switch 2 already. Yeah, shout outs to Johnny Stockton. Let's go. Sounds better. Okay, way better. All right, so yeah, it was the pattern. I thought I put it on like, I think it was probably clipping like the direction, but I put it on like circle direction on the pattern, and it seems like that made it way better. So I don't know what that other form was. It was ghetto. This one's much, much, much better, it seems. So that's definitely a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Let's go. I like it. Thank you guys for helping me test that out, you know, starting out here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. And I don't have access to my soundboard either, so I'm sorry we can't do any soundboards. If I can still do notifications in terms of like extensions and all that, but I don't have access to my soundboard, so I need to get like one of those like, little mobile stream decks, and then I can do that. So my bad, guys. Sorry about that. Shout outs to Chris the Strider Dog though, man. Thank you for the $5 dono. Shout outs to Salt Lake, my man out here. He's driving everywhere, bro. He's driving everywhere. Let's go. So yeah, this is just a Logitech C9 camera. It's just a pretty standard camera. Yeah, the lighting's not the best either, guys, but once again, kind of, you know, we're just chilling. Lighting's not the best, obviously, the textures and like the soundproofing, but yeah, it'll make do for, it's good enough for tonight and for tomorrow. I'll be back in at my place on I think Thursday or Thursday. Yeah, I'm in San Francisco. I'm hanging out at my bro's house before I got some special stuff that we're doing tomorrow for the launch. Because, you know, San Francisco, that's the place to be. Nintendo's here. So, place to be is San Francisco for the launch of the Switch 2. Bring the Nahubino? I know, seriously. Spirit Air is bankrupt recently anyway. Oh, are they? Yeah, I can see why Spirit's bankrupt, dude. I can see why they're bankrupt. Because I'll never fly Spirit ever again. And I'm crazy, too, because I flew Spirit across the whole country, not like Spirit just to like Los Angeles, or Spirit to like Texas, or Spirit to like Washington. I flew Spirit from freaking Los Angeles, from LAX to Philadelphia. Yeah, like that was the worst decision that I've ever made, and I will never make that decision ever again. So yeah. Quarter Monet says, "Let's go, OJ. You got plan? What do you got planned?" Yeah, we're gonna be streaming tomorrow night. We've got a special launch stream. We're going to be talking about the system. We're going to be going over different things. We're going to be exploring the system and more. So it's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to stand in line around 6 a.m. tomorrow at GameStop. Okay, you didn't get a pre-order? Okay. Sofa matches my polo. You know what? I didn't plan on the sofa matching my polo because I don't remember. I've been here before at my brother's house, but I don't remember what the color of his was. You know, my wife, she just told me, hey, this would be a good outfit to wear to the airport. So I was like, all right, let me wear this outfit to the airport. So when my driver came and picked me up, you know, that's what it was. It's a nice shirt though. It's actually very comfortable. I was thinking about wearing a different shirt to stream, but I'm like, you know what? Actually, this shirt feels pretty good. So these people are saying there's no hype for Switch 2 are just people who are mad misinformation campaign failed closer we get to launch. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I think that a lot of those people, you know, and like the videos that I've seen, they're literally ignoring like all the sellouts and all that stuff. So we'll see once the system launches.
Going to need the brand of that shirt, please. I could totally rock those.
Cyber Taurus, thank you for the $5. You know what? I'll get you the brand. I don't know it because I got it at Ross, and you know Ross, it's all like they have a lot of like older designer clothing. So I got it at Ross, and I do not know the name of it. So my wife picked them out. So I will definitely get it to you though, for sure. I'll definitely get it to you, but I have no idea what the name is. But I picked out like 3 or 4 shirts from Ross the other day. So yeah, shout outs, dude. Thank you for the $5. Also, thank you for extending that Hokage lead. All right, yo, what are we at? We at 20 for the Hokage lead. Let's go. Anybody that's 20 or more, you bet my man Cyber Taurus. 10 is the top dono with Cyber Taurus as well, running the stream. Let's go. 31. Like I said, I can't play I don't have the soundboard for it, but I can play the overclock, like the animation. Let's go. I can do that. So,
Overclock Buster!
Stream extension, 15 minutes. Or actually, no, 30 minutes, not at this point. Let's get it. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. Then better watch out, OJ. Tom Warren over here blocking people. Tom Warren's blocking people over what? Is he really blocking people over him getting quote tweeted? I know Doc Trey 81 absolutely viciously ratioed him. That's why I know that the internet's a bubble. Like Doc Trey, he does not have that many followers, but he quote tweeted Tom Warren and he was like, yo, then like, you know, if you're, you know, if you don't want that Switch, to, then cancel your order and let somebody who wants it gets it, or to get it. And I think that, like I said, this is going to be the ultimate thing, just like Switch 1. I'm telling you, I know the media, they're so sneaky. All these people in the media are trying to act like Switch, like they were so excited and thrilled with the Switch 1 launch. That's the thing that kind of pisses me off, but that's the thing that just makes me say, I don't trust none of these dudes. These are the reasons why I don't trust any of them. They were sitting there and acting like they were so excited about the Switch 1. No, they weren't. They were doing the same thing they're doing right now. There's no third-party games. I can't play anything. There's only one game. It's also available on Wii U. And now they're trying to act like the Switch 1 launch was some type of monumental thing that they were so excited about, and this is so different. There's not hype. Dude, they were doing the same thing. If anything, there was less hype for the Switch 1. There was less hype for the Switch 1 compared to the Switch 2 in terms of people setting up to buy it and the sales and all of that. So that's the only thing that I don't like. Once again, I hate the fakeness. Like, people can lie. It is what it is, but stop. People that are in the media, and a lot of these people that play PC or Xbox or PlayStation, they are lying to themselves, and they are lying to you sitting there and saying, oh, it was different. Dude, you guys were doing the same thing. I looked up the tweets. So most of them didn't even post about the Switch 1. They didn't even post. They didn't get the system at launch. They didn't care. But now all of a sudden, oh, Switch 1 was different. Like, bro, no. These fake, like I said, I can't stand these fake. Like I said, if you don't like it, that's fine. You can critique it. I don't have a problem with critique. I have no issue with that. But stop acting like you cared beforehand and you're some type of fan of their games when all you play is Microsoft and Sony systems. And you play one Mario game every generation. You want to sit here and act like some type of big fan. Like, it's just funny to me. Like, the fakeness to try to get clout and to get likes and to, you know what I'm saying, and to get, you know, clicks on their website. You can see right through it. You can see right through it. And that's the funniest thing. They're only buying it because it's a tax write-off and to where they can sit there and say and write something on the, like, you know, for credibility online. That's it. They're not buying it because they actually want to play the games and enjoy it. They're buying it because they work in the media. So therefore, once again, you can write it off. And then they're also buying it so they can actually talk about it and get clicks, whether it's hate clicks, rage clicks, or whatever, you know. So that's what I've noticed very early with the Nintendo Switch 2, is that people, like I said, if you have legitimate critique, right, the $80 Mario Kart, that's fair. I've critiqued that. Key cards, that's fair. I critique that. Heck, even if you want to critique, you know, the price of the system being $450, I don't agree because of the tech that's in there, but if you wanted them to maybe use cheaper tech or whatever the case is, I can even understand that. But what I can't understand are people who clearly do not like and do not play the system, did not play Switch 1. You go through their pages, they have no posts on playing Switch 1 games. They have no reviews, no posts, no anything. Yet they want to sit here and say that they want us to believe that they're just normal critics. It's like they're just trying to be part of the conversation. That's all they're doing. And it's insanely fake. It's insanely disingenuous and fake. That's it. You know? Let's see here. What's up, Gloria? Welcome to the stream. Most people they're super fake. Yeah, they say Switch 2 isn't that excited to them because Switch 2 feels more like an upgrade rather than an entirely new platform, which I can somewhat understand. But bruh, that's what they've been excited about for the last however many years. You know what I'm saying? Like the Xbox to the Xbox, the original OG Xbox, the Xbox 360, the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the Xbox One to Xbox Series, they're all just upgrades. That PS1 to PS5, they're all just upgrades. So that's what they've been saying that they want. You know, they've been saying that they want that. Kevin the Speaker with the $2 says, hey, what's up, OJ? These people feel threatened by Nintendo's Switch and success, arguably greatest console ever, in my opinion. Can't wait to pick up Switch 2 tomorrow. There are definitely some. I'm not going to say everybody, but there's definitely some that are like that, for sure. There's definitely some. I've seen it myself. Like, there's some. But once again, like, the fact that everyone's talking about it so much in the first place shows you that it's going to be successful. I mean, I don't even know how, if this isn't successful, what market are we even going to have left? Microsoft is cooked. PlayStation is still there. But if this is not, then who's even buying consoles? Because nobody's buying a $600 Xbox Series X. Nobody's buying a $400-something Xbox or a $400 Xbox Series S. What is it, $379? Nobody's buying that. Like, that's not selling. Clearly, nobody's buying that in Japan. Like, clearly, nobody's buying that in Japan. So what console market do we even have left if this doesn't do well? There is no console market. It's just PlayStation. It's just them. And even PlayStation is not setting a sales pace that hits what the Switch did. It's not going to sell 150 million units. So we will have no market left. There'll be barely any market left. So yeah. I think the real thing is people saw a big leap between Xbox and Xbox 360, NES, the Super NES. Expect those huge leaps. We've already come so far. A big leap won't really happen. In my opinion, based off of what I've seen so far, I think it's for Nintendo, not for like everybody, but for Nintendo, the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 is a huge leap. It is a NES to Super NES leap. It is a massive leap from what I've seen. Once again, if you can take a game like Breath of the Wild that runs at 720p or 900p dynamic resolution and runs at 30 frames per second with dips, and then you can get that running at 1440p 60 frames per second flawlessly, that is a significantly stronger system than the previous one. That is a massive bump up, you know? So yeah. Hey, what's up, Aries EMS? Yeah, it's a little weird seeing me a different setup. Silk Song info being updated today. I didn't see what Silk Song said. What's up, 91 Gamer Boy? What's up? Kinesis with the $2 Canadian says 1 CE. The controller will start to drop like flakes and will vanish. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the $2, man. I appreciate that. Shoutouts. Let's go. Let's get the 45 on the combo board, guys. I was about to press my combo breaker, and then I realized I don't have my combo breaker. But at least my sounds for notifications still work because those are stored on the cloud. I agree from the direct. I could see a big leap difference in Switch 1 to Switch 2. My problem is that a lot of people complaining for years saying all they want is more powerful Switch, and how they have it now they're still complaining. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the people that are complaining, they're not the actual fans of the Switch. They're not the actual fans of it. They just cover it for money. They're not actual fans of it. The people that are actually fans are excited. They're talking about Pokemon. They're talking about Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild getting upgraded. They're talking about the actual games. They're talking about Donkey Kong. They're talking about the potential for Zelda. These are the actual fans that played the system before and that know the flaws, that know the ins and outs. Those people are excited. Those are the people that are buying it. The people that are haters are the people that, like, I don't even like the system. They don't care. They're just looking maybe to like play a Mario game, and then that's that. You know, like that's really all it is. They're not the actual fans that spent money and supported the system. How do I know this? Because I have my ear to the ground, man. You guys know I'm everywhere, and I see what people say. I see what people say when it comes to the actual fans of the Switch 1. The actual fans. Like, you can talk about like beat 'em ups, or you can talk about RGT. You can talk about lots of different types of people that have legitimate complaints because they actually play the Switch 1. They actually play the system, you know? A lot of these guys that are talking don't even play it.
Combo breaker.
Yo, let's go.
Can I get some Killer Instinct music?
Yes, you can. Yeah, we still have we actually have, what's it called? We have sound request or music requests, guys. So I actually have that set up. My brother has I have like a triple monitor set up here because I have my laptop screen. I have one screen here. I have another screen. So he actually got me hooked up pretty nice. Goat brother. All right, so let's see here. Let's get the, you said you wanted 38 on the board. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Justin, thank you for the $3. Killer Instinct, let's go. I guess I can play the combo breaker music from YouTube, right? Killer Instinct. Yeah, I think I can do that. Killer Instinct music. All right, shout outs. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate that $3, man. We're up to 38 on the board. Let's go. Let's go. Speaking of which, I just saw for this video title, Switch 2 pre-order disaster, Nintendo fanboys attack those who aren't hyped. Definitely about Dog Tray, Ratio, Tom Warren. Oh my gosh. Pre-order disaster? I don't know. The pre-orders are all snapped up. So I don't know if there's a pre-order disaster. I'm guessing he didn't actually go over the pre-orders being sold out, right? I'm guessing he didn't do that. But I mean, he's already admitted that he's just farming and all that. So he's already admitted that on Twitter. Let's see here. Shout outs to Kevin the Speedster with the 2 says, I've been asking around at Best Buy and Walmart, and they said that they will have some stock for walk-ins on launch day. Nintendo did a good job producing a lot of Switch 2s for early adopters, as they said they would. Yes, sir, they did. They did a good job with that. But yeah, I want to see this launch disaster. I want to see the pre-order disaster. I want to see that because the pre-orders have been sold. You haven't been able to get a pre-order. So these guys are going to be in for a rude awakening. This might be a lot of these, this is their first rodeo when it comes to this whole Switch, like covering stuff like that. But don't worry, we'll keep receipts. We'll keep the receipts, man. I kept the receipts for the last time, so we'll keep receipts for this time too. But hey, don't take my word for it. Wait till the numbers come out. Wait till they see the Japanese boost and they're like, oh snap, there's people that actually buy the system outside of the US and morons on Twitter talking all day. So yeah, you and Emperor need to do a stream. It would be epic. Yes, sir. Let's see here. I expect your boy DCG to not buy Switch 2 based on his vids. I don't know if he's buying it or not. I haven't spoke to him. I don't know if Dreamcast guy is buying it. But yeah, he's definitely been clickbaiting the whole time. But hey, man, I don't blame him. It's not like there's much to talk about when it comes to PlayStation right now anyway. So, I mean, they're not really releasing anything. So yeah. Let's see here. Placement earlier. Once the system sellers, other than Mario Kart, starts to drop, fakes will shut up. Oh, okay. Yeah. My brother SSB joining you on the stream tonight. Not tonight, but probably tomorrow, Gaming Mariner. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Let's see here. Those PS5 numbers in Japan are going to be double digits. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, like I said, don't take my word for it. We'll see. Like I said, don't believe me now. Wait till later. People think I'm chilling. All right, we'll see. Let's see here. He's just trolling. He's in line just like everybody else. I'm looking at how long PC fanboys for Daily Plays Alex continue to make Switch 2 videos because just like Switch 1, they were sure dead silent after Switch 1 OLED outsell the Steam Deck. Yeah. I remember there was videos saying that the Steam Deck was gonna make the Switch 1 irrelevant, and yeah, that didn't happen. Remember that video? Remember those videos, guys? Steam Deck makes Switch 1 irrelevant. Yeah, that didn't happen at all. Yo, shout outs to CyberTaurus with the $5. The only problem, CyberTaurus, is that using GIFs from Streamlabs, it actually breaks the stream for some reason. I don't know why it does, but it does. It just loops the animation and doesn't play anything. But shout outs to the combo breakers. Let's go. Big love. Shout outs to the combo breakers. But yeah, for some reason it does that. It doesn't. It just messes it up. So yeah. It's one of the gifts from Streamlabs itself, but any gift that's used from Streamlabs itself, it'll do that. It'll mess it up. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But let me see something here. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube. I think, like I said, I don't have my soundboard here, but we can still do this. We can still do this. So I think we can still have a little bit of fun here. Here we go.
Combo breaker.
There we go. I can still do that. We can still set it up that way, guys. I can have that on standby. Let's go. What drugs were these people smoking when they said Steam Deck would be a Switch killer? What drugs were they smoking? It's called Xbox powder. It's called Xbox powder. That's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. I didn't say anything when I saw the videos though. People linked me the videos and were like, hey OJ, you gonna respond? I'm like, why am I gonna respond to morons making videos? Like that doesn't make. Why am I gonna respond to that? Clearly they don't know what they're talking about.
Did you hear about the new Nicktoons racing game? Lol, it's so weird. Lol.
Nicktoons. No, I didn't hear about the new Nicktoons racing game. Thank you so much for the $3, Justin. But no, I didn't hear about that. What's that about? Let's see. I have my Xbox powder. No, you like your Xbox Aries EMS. You don't like the Xbox powder. No. There's a difference. These crazy, like, listen. There's no way that anybody with a brain, there's no way that anybody with a brain thought that a Steam Deck would come out and somehow kill the Nintendo Switch 1. Nobody logical thought that. Now, people who grift online for money, yes.
Joke about Sonic.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, yes. SpongeBob coming to Sonic Racers. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. I did see that. Let's go. Combo breaks.
Combo breaker.
Yes, sir. And the overclock, let's go, baby. 45-minute extension.
Overclock buster.
Get it. Thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can get up to 60 guys, then up to 100. Infinity and beyond. It's not just Xbox powder, it's Valve and Gabe Newell's powder. Yeah, I'm telling you, no way. Literally two separate markets. That's what I'm saying. It's two separate markets. It's a handheld PC what was it at the time? What was it, $400 or was it $5? I forgot exactly the price of the Steam Deck when it first launched. But nobody's going to be buying that. It's not an actual dedicated platform with the marketing and the budget to do all that. It's just a side thing for PC. So the fact that there were people saying that it's going to make the Switch 1 irrelevant, it's just like I said, it's the same thing that people are saying now, like stuff that people are saying now. You know, it's just the best. The thing about it, guys, is that a system sells based off of the software. It doesn't sell based off of Twitter. It doesn't sell based off of echo chambers. It sells based off of software. My friend A-Train, he is not a hardcore Nintendo fan. He's not like a big, you know, gamer online. He plays games every now and then, but he asked me, hey man, like he's like, you know, are you getting the Switch 2? I was like, oh yeah, of course. And he's like, oh yeah, I want to play. I'm like, are you gonna get one? He's like, oh yeah, I'll get one later. Like once Fire Emblem or once something that he likes comes out, like Smash Brothers, Fire Emblem or something like that. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. You know, that's how it is for like most people. Most people, they're not online, terminally online, being weird and sitting there and saying that the launch is dead. They're not doing all that. When they see a game that they like that comes out, they want to buy it. Now, when it comes to Nintendo themselves, Nintendo doesn't want everybody to buy the system all at once, and they won't have any. You know, they want people to progressively buy the system. So that's the reason why you space out your games. You don't drop all your games in 1 month. Not everyone's going to be able to afford it or buy all the games. You space out your games over the course of like, you know, here's this month, then this month, then this month, and then as you build a library, more and more people want to buy the system. The hardcore fans will rush out and buy the system that want to play the system, you know? And there's going to be a lot of those fans. There's like millions upon millions of people who love the Nintendo Switch 1. So there's going to be tons of those people that go out there and buy it. There's probably a guaranteed locked, without even any, like 10 million to 15 million people that are just ready to buy the system, you know? So once we get more games that are coming out, right? Donkey Kong in the following month, once we get Metroid Prime 4, once we get all this stuff, like more and more people will buy the system. Once we get like the new 3D Mario announced or new Smash Brothers announced, all those are going to help facilitate the system. Now, here's the reason why I know that is because I said that with the Switch 1 and I got people calling me names. I got people calling me shill, people calling me stuff, and that's exactly what happened with Switch 1. It's going to be the exact same thing with Switch 2. That's how you sell a system. And I don't know why people think that's not how you sell a system, but there are people online who think that you sell systems based off of Twitter or something like that, like based off of YouTubers and Twitter. Like that's not how you sell a system. You sell a system based off of, at least the basis, if you want to sell a system, is that you got to have incredible games and you have to have a consistent cadence of games. That's how you sell it, not based off of people on Twitter. Because if you base it off of people on Twitter, then I mean, PC would be the greatest thing ever. Nobody would buy anything, right? Because PC people, and PlayStation would sell so much. It'd sell 300 million systems, right? If you base it off of people on Twitter and stuff like that. But if you base it off of actual real people and the people who aren't console warring all day, that's what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you that it's based off the games that they want to play. So that's going to be stuff like Animal Crossing. That's going to be The Legend of Zelda. That's going to be Pokemon. These are the games that are going to get people to be excited and get the system. Pokemon Legends ZA is going to get people to buy the system. You know, like I said, Metroid Prime, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. They've got the Star-Crossed Worlds. That's going to get more people. The Jamboree TV. That's going to get people that love that. You know, more of the casual audience. So that's what it's about, guys. I mean, I hate to break it to some people that don't want to listen, but you'll find out.
OJ, can you educate me on data transfer if I'm keeping my original Switch?
Yeah.
Especially the digital games I have on my original micro SD.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I got you.
Enjoy launch day with the bro.
Yes, sir. And also Justin with the $3 as well.
The creator voice today was really nice today.
It was. We're gonna watch that creator voice. We're gonna watch that one. Shout outs to Kaokan times 10. Thank you so much, man. I'm going Kaokan on us. Kaokan. Thank you so much for the big 10, man. That ties you up with Cyber T with the stream Ninja. Anybody that does 10 or more, you can tie up or pass up Cyber T and Kaokan. I appreciate that. And thank you, Justin, for another $3. I appreciate that. So here's the thing, Mr. Kaokan. Kaokan. Here's the thing. If you have your Switch 1, you can initiate a system transfer. So it's really easy. You go on your Switch 2, you set up your profile, you can pull your profile over, and then you can system transfer to the other one. So you can just follow the on-screen prompts. It's right there in the settings menu. You can't miss it. So yeah, you should be good. You should be good. Just follow go to your settings and then just look up system transfer. It'll be under that, and then you'll be able to transfer it over to the new Switch. So you'll be good. Yep. When it comes to your SD card and all that, it doesn't really make any sense to transfer it that way. It probably makes more sense to just re-download the games that you want on your new Switch. So I wouldn't transfer over all of your, like, you can't transfer over your games off your SD card like that. I mean, you just can't. You can't. So what you're going to do is just transfer over your profile that has the license to all your digital games. And just re-download the games that you want on there. But they will show up in like the virtual game card thing. They'll show up there. You just have to re-download them. But really, all you need to transfer over is the games that don't have cloud saves. So transfer over your saves and transfer over your profile. But everything else, like the games itself, nah, you just leave that there. And then when you get your new Switch set up, just re-download the digital games that you want, you know? So just do it that way, and that'll be a lot faster and a lot better. Let's see here. A lot of people check the news on the Switch that covers the transfer process in detail. Yes. Need the 1 terabyte micro SD card to come back in stock. Me too. I don't know why Jensen Huang didn't talk about Switch 2 when he was in Taiwan a couple weeks ago, because he wasn't authorized to talk about Switch 2 when he was in Taiwan a couple weeks ago. So, yeah. Doesn't seem, let's see here. Doesn't it format your old Switch though? Format your old Switch. Yes. It'll completely wipe the old Switch. But once again, you don't need to. The digital games transfer with your profile. They're not tied to your system. Digital games aren't tied to the system that it's on. It's tied to your account. So you don't need to transfer over your digital games. They're not going to disappear. They're going to be on your new account. You just have to re-download them. But there's no point in transferring a whole digital game. It's just going to take too long. You're better off just transferring over your profile, transferring over your save data, especially the stuff that doesn't have cloud saves. Transfer over that, the utility data, your settings and stuff like that, and then re-download. Oh snap! Yo, shoutouts to Kevin with the $60. Huge fireball jutsu.
House and play a lot for Switch 2. Can I get any music from Astral Chain?
Yo, Kevin, what's all this about, man? Let's go. Yo, thank you for the big $60 big fireball jutsu in the house. Yes, you can get that music. I did not expect my man Madara to show up in the stream tonight. Let's go. Yo, you guys give Kevin some love. Kevin, thank you so much, man. Switch launch. Got you hyped. Got Madara in the chat with the 60. You are now the new Hulk Hogan. You guys give him some love. 60. Anybody 60 or more, you can type or pass up my man, Kevin. And yes, sir, you can get some more tracks too. Let's go, man. You guys give him some love. Give him some JoJo love in the chat. We give him a combo breaker too. We give him a combo breaker.
Combo breaker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely are doing that. Let's go. Thank you so much, Kevin. And you said, what music you said you wanted? You said you wanted Astral Chain. Yes, sir. Astral Chain. Also, the 5th Diamond. Thank you for the subscription, man. Appreciate that, dude. Astral Chain. Let's go Legion Assault. That one's actually really good. I like Legion Assault. That's Astral Chain is. We need a Nintendo Switch 2 version of Astral Chain or an update for 60 frames. We need that. Anthony, if you want music, my man, you just gotta drop a dono of any amount, and I'll play the track for you. The reason why I don't just take random music suggestions is because people are just gonna start spamming me with music all stream. That's the reason why. So drop any amount, and I got you, my man. Can't believe tomorrow is finally the day. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, V? Welcome. Fun fact, me and Jensen share the same surname. LOL, both of us are Huang. Oh, nice. Let's go. You sure you're not related? No, of course. I mean, that's a somewhat common, right, name. Rachel Rudin, thank you for the subscription.
Valuable items.
And yo, Aries EMS, thank you for the 10 gifted members. Shout out to all the people that got gifted membership from Aries EMS. Let's go. Yo, shout outs. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Yo, you guys are out here tonight. You guys getting hyped, huh? Getting hyped for the launch? I know I'm getting hyped for the launch. Let's go. Aries coming in with the 10 gifted as well. Yo. Thank you guys. 139 combo breaks again? Super combo breaks?
Combo breaker.
I should be an exception for that. Velvet, I got you. If you want whatever music, I got you. Because, yeah, you've been a member for a decade almost. So I got you, Velvet. I got you, V. OJ, do you Nintendo Online to transfer your save data over? No, you do not need Nintendo Online to transfer your save data over. No. They'll actually even keep it in a online server for you if you want to like get your Switch prepped and prepared and then transfer it once you get your Switch 2. They'll do that for you as well with no membership. Expedition 33 music. All right, got you. Right after Legion Assault is done, we'll get Expedition 33 music. Expedition 33 music. We'll get that next. That game's awesome. Cybertor says the hype is real. Says, hey, what up, Sis? Says combo breaker. Yes, sir. You hitting him. Hitting them in the face. Hitting them in the face. Let's go. Also, Sidious with the 1 month membership with the joining tier. Great streaming content. Plus, I love the free brainwashing. Yeah. Brainwashing. Hey, what's the definition of brainwashing? I don't know. Which way did he go? Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? He's a fanboy. Oh, which way did he go, George? Freaking idiot. Let's see. Yeah, Huang is pretty common Chinese surname. But yeah, maybe. Seriously. OJ, I want a BB or GS pre-order. Would be cool to experience the midnight launch with peeps. I'm lucky I got Walmart one, but it would be cool. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to get a midnight launch. Yeah. Shout outs, Vegeta. Shout outs, dude. Appreciate you. Feels like Christmas, man. OJ, you know I'm always support the village. You're gonna go way past the decade. Way past the decade. Hey, I appreciate that, V. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Ocho? Welcome. What's up, OJ? Your bro has a sweet crib. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. I tell him that. I mean, I've been here. I think this is my second time, and every time I think I've told him that at least 2 to 3 times since I got here a few hours ago. I was like, you got a really nice house, man. It is actually really nice. Let's see here. What's up? But yeah, shout out to George FT. Definitely some brainwashes. One image, Winnie the Pooh, and his brain is melted. Yeah, brain's melted. Ipsters with the $1 dono. Says, hi, OJ. I'm ready for the 10th generation, but I'm shocked that considering how many devs ended up scrambling to bring ports to NS1 after sleeping on that, there wasn't a tsunami or pubs confirming Switch 2 games, especially the likes of UB and C. Well, there was way more than Switch 1. I mean, Switch 1, if you compare that, and even if you look at what Nintendo put out for the, like the creator voices, Borderlands 4, that's confirmed. Final Fantasy, that's confirmed as well. The new 007 game, that's also confirmed. Sega put out like 5 different games as well, right? For like the launch. They have like Yakuza, they have like a bunch of different games, right? What was it? Sonic Cross Shadow, they have the Ride Out game that's out. They have Puyo Puyo. Like pretty much almost every major developer decided to announce something or has something, and there's going to be more announcements. So, I mean, like I honestly think that it's significantly better than what the Switch 1 was, what we got. Because the Switch 1, what were the launch titles for Switch 1? What were the games announced at the launch of the Switch 1 for the, like, what were the big third parties? There were literally none. Outside of a few, what was it, Dragon Quest? That was like the only one that I can think of that was a major game. Skyrim, you know, but there were no actual new games that were like coming out that year announced, like big AAA games, whereas we already got stuff like Borderlands 4. We've already got the announcement of 007 is it First Light or Last Light? I forgot exactly what it's called. So I would say it's actually quite a bit, and once again, you have to remember, a lot of developers are going to announce stuff at Nintendo Directs, Ipsters. They're not going to announce stuff just randomly. So wait for the Nintendo Directs. Those are going to be announced there. The 007 game was announced at a Nintendo Direct. The Borderlands game announced at a Nintendo Direct. Obviously, even stuff like Hollow Knight Silksong, they reconfirmed that at the Nintendo Direct. So expect more at that.
I'm probably going to get a lot of Yakuza in next couple of years.
Yes, sir. But trust me, there's going to be significantly more third-party games being announced. But don't expect everything to be announced, because then there wouldn't be any announcements for Nintendo Directs. Nintendo Directs aren't all just first-party games. So keep that in mind, guys. But yeah. Look out for more. There's going to be more, but don't expect like, oh my god, everything's good, like a million. They're not just going to just flood it with like a million game announcements. You're going to pace it out. You're going to spread it out throughout the year. There's not just going to be everything all announced right there at the launch. Like, especially if a game's not even ready to go, you know, or if a game's not coming out till like 2026 or 2027. I mean, or if the port's not ready to show. I mean, there's no point in announcing it, you know. I'm expecting we are probably going to get a lot of Yakuza, exactly. Shout outs to 7 Deal with the $1.99. It says hype is real, OJ. Yes, sir. Hype is real. Will you say that Metroid Prime 4 is better than Returnal on PS5? Thinking of picking it up. I have not played Metroid Prime 4, so I can't tell you that it's better than Returnal on PS5. As a JRPG fan, I'm excited to see what new JRPG Switch 2 gets. I'm looking forward to Monolith Soft, Falcom. Yep, those are all coming. I said I don't know. Nothing came up. Yeah. No, something came up. It was this one right here, Ipsters. I read it, and I answered your question. It was that right there. That one came up. Shout outs though, Ipsters. I appreciate it. And I did respond to it. Thank you for the $1 dono. I appreciate you, man. Tomorrow, a new Mario Kart generation. Yes, sir. If I missed anybody saying what up, what's up, man? What's up, guys? Welcome. Also, shout outs to Johnny with the $3. Thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate that, man. Let's go. Thanks, Life Will Change. This is looking clean. We trying out here. We trying. So apparently God of War is getting a Metroidvania game. I did hear about the 2D God of War Metroidvania thing. I did hear about that. We're also over 148 on the combo board. We can hit a double platinum today. Let's go. That would actually be pretty lit. Let's break past our limits. We're gonna do that right now. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. I appreciate that. Getting it at 9 p.m. Also, switch 1, stop, switch 2, drop. I don't know what that means, but shout outs. Rigbus says you could pick one game to come to Switch 2. What would you choose? One game? Like what, a third-party game? Or like what, first-party game? Yeah, State of Play tomorrow. What time is that State of Play again, guys? I don't know. I think I'll be able to stream that State of Play. I think I'll be able to stream that. Let's see here. General Zomorn with the $2 dono. And he says, Happy Switch 2 Eve. Yes, sir. Thank you for the $2 dono. Happy Switch 2 Eve. Let's go. Let's go. I'm just excited to finally get this system out and finally have all the nonsense stop. Because that's what happened with Switch 1, man. Like I said, it was a lot of, oh, nobody cares, no, well, you know. But then when it dropped, everyone was like, oh, snap. Like, you know, we started getting the games rolling out. But even for like the first year and a half or so, people were still doubting it quite a bit. So I'm just ready for it to actually drop and we can finally just stop with we have the system. We can actually hold it, touch it, play it, feel, see what's up, you know what I'm saying, test out everything. And I think that's going to be the true value in that right there, you know? Justin with the $3 dono.
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm 110% skipping the State of Play.
Oh man, you
Wow.
skipping it? You skipping it, bro? Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna stream it, I think. Shout outs to Jax G with the $4 donos. Has been counting the days and can't wait for launch. Dude, I haven't played my Switch in forever just because there's no point. I'm just waiting for the Switch 2. I'll just play everything on there. So I'm like dying to test out so many games, man. So you doing a predictions video for Summer Games Fest? Nah, probably not. You can't predict those shows, man. You can't predict those shows. I'm just glad Sony finally punted on their live streams push. Yeah. Well, we'll see what else they got. It's going to be a good summer for us all. Yes, sir. Any chances we'll either get Resident Evil 9 or Kingdom Hearts 4 at the State of Play? People have been rumoring Resident Evil 9 could be at the State of Play tomorrow. So, yeah, that's definitely possible. Summer Games says predictions. Yeah, I have no idea what the predictions are going to be, guys. I can't... The difference between me and other people is that I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what's happening with companies that are out of my ballpark. Like, if this was like a Square Enix State of Play, or if this was like a... Or, sorry, like if this was like a Square Enix Direct or like a Capcom Direct or something like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let me give you guys some predictions. Like, I know, but I don't know what the heck Sony has up their sleeve. Like, I don't know what Sony's doing. I don't know what the heck Keeley does. That dude does anything. So I can't give you guys. I mean, I can sit here and guess and make up stuff, but is that really any value? Like, I could, but I don't know. You know, I don't know if that's gonna be worth anything. You know, so yeah, I don't know. How many games can I put on your 8 terabyte hard drive? I have no idea how many games you can put on there. It depends on the game and the size. I'm gonna watch your stream, but I don't expect anything from State of Mid. I think there's gonna be some good announcements there. You missed my comment. I'm planning on getting my Switch 2 online tomorrow. Wish me luck. Oh, okay, online tomorrow? Okay, interesting. Let's see here. What up, OJ? How you doing? I like my video. All right, what about you? Was this guy another video? Dr. 80. Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Davis. Like I said, I'm not really paying attention to any clout chasing videos or anything like that. I already told you guys we did the debate. We smoked the dude in the debate. We're done. I'm not really responding to anything. So if anybody wants to talk to me, they can talk to me here. But I'm not talking to anybody outside of nothing, and I'm not responding to anything outside of nothing. We got business to take care of, guys. I got a lot of Switch 2 coverage. You know, we don't grift over here. We actually cover the content and we talk about the facts. Now, if the Switch 2 goalpost, they'll immediately move to other defects, complain about lack of games. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. That's okay though. We're not worried. But it's just none. The nonsense is not stopping. No, I meant the nonsense is gonna stop, as in we're actually gonna have the system. We can't just retort with whatever. But we're gonna be too busy. I'm gonna be too busy actually playing. Like I said, with Switch 1, all there was really Breath of the Wild. Like, you just play Breath of the Wild, great, right? I mean, we had Fast RMX, we had 1-2 Switch. I mean, we had a few other things, but there wasn't really a ton of other things to really go over. But with Switch 1, we have a whole slew of backwards compatibility games to test. We have a bunch of even just backwards, like, not just like the ones that get a free update, but just other backwards compatibility games. Like, how does Bayonetta run? Bayonetta is unlocked frame rate. Will that just smooth out, you know? Like, we need to test a bunch of stuff. We need to comment on a bunch of stuff. We have the actual Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. We got to cover those. We have Mario Kart World. Like, there's just too much stuff to cover, man, you know?
The 11-year wait is finally over.
Yes, sir.
A bit sad 200cc got deconfirmed for launch, but will definitely be added later, just like original MK8.
Yeah.
Very excited for World for brand new experiences. Can you play MK World theme?
I think
that soundtrack is godlike.
I think 200cc would actually work a little bit better because the tracks are more open in Mario Kart World. So yeah. Let's see here. Mario Kart World theme. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Our bodies are ready. Reggie Fils-Aimé. So that's my man, Party Man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 162 on the combo board. Let's go. How long do you think the PS5 in terms of life cycle? How long do you think the PS5 has in terms of life cycle? It'll probably go to about 2027 or 2028. So about 2 to 3 more years. But between launch games, day 1 updates, Switch 2 editions, GameCube, plus stuff that just may run better, I'm kind of overwhelmed, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's what a lot of non-Nintendo fans don't know, or that's what, you know, they don't understand, that a lot of the actual fans of the system want to play the previous games, want to check out that stuff. And the funniest thing is that a lot of the people that like Xbox or something, they literally said the same thing when Xbox Series launched. Oh, I want to try out the backwards compatible games. Oh, that's going to be really good. But since they don't actually play Switch 1 games or care, it's like, oh, there's nothing. But when Xbox Series launched, oh, there was stuff to do. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of first party, but there's plenty to do. Yeah, you don't play Switch 1. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, just be honest, you know, just be honest. Like, when I get my next system, you know, I'm not getting the next Xbox, at least not right away. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to sit here and go online and say, oh, well, like, there's not anything. I'm not going to be acting all weird and giddy like some of these guys, you know, like, just for clout chasing. I'm like, hey, look, I'm not interested in it, man. Like, I barely played the Xbox Series, you know, and I bought one. I'm not interested. There's just not anything that interests me right now. Now, later, well, I might get it, maybe. But right now, I'm not. And that's going to be the start and stop. It's not going to be like, I pre-ordered one, but I'm not really excited. Like, I'm not going to be doing all that. Like I said, this goofy behavior from, like, 38 to 40-something-year-olds, you know? Like, come on. Like, just be honest with you and yourself. Just, why did you even pre-order it, then? Just don't pre-order it. Like Doc Trey says, let somebody else have one, you know? Let's see here. So let's see. OJ, I meant to say you was right about the guy. He's clout because he make another video, Dr. 81. Yeah, once again, I don't. Mr. Davis, I don't care. Like, they can make whatever videos they want. Let them make videos. It's fine. Nobody cares. Justin with the $3 says, I'm surprised how excited I am to play Rune Factory. The reviews are positive. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised how excited I am to play Rune Factory. The reviews are very positive.
Yeah, I saw I think it was RPG site. They gave it a pretty mediocre type review first, but everybody else was like, yo, it's actually pretty good, you know? Like, I think it has like an 80 on Metacritic or something like that. So it's actually, it's either like high 70s or like low 80s. So it's actually pretty good. So I think I'll check it out. So yeah. SK Masters play anywhere. No need for Xbox. Your Rune Factory reviews are popping off. Yeah, they're popping off. Yeah, I think 200cc is coming. Oh damn, OJ. No, I did not get a new house. I'm hanging at my brother's house, man. Hanging out here, and he's hosting me, and he's being cool. So, same. Plus Xbox PC better frame graphics everything. Plus Xbox PC better frame graphics everything. Sure, absolutely. I agree. Xbox PC has better, depending on, you know, what PC or what. Series X or whatever the case is, it's better graphics and it's great. So if that's what you like, I'm not here to discourage anybody from buying their favorite platform or for buying whatever they want. I'm not here to do that. I've been a multi-platform gamer for 25 years. I've been able to buy my own systems since 2000. That's when I started making money working at fast food to be able to buy my own system. Was 25 years ago, back in early 2000s. So I've been buying PS2, Xbox. I bought a 360 back in 2000. What was it? 2007 or something like that. I bought a PS3. Obviously, I bought an Xbox. Or no, my brother actually bought me an Xbox One originally, but I bought a PS4 myself. Obviously, I have Nintendo platforms. So I've been a multi-platform gamer in terms of getting it or buying the games for decades now, but like with this generation, I just wasn't necessarily happy with everything that Microsoft and Sony has done with the games. It's not, the systems are fine, but the games, like I was looking forward to, maybe some more stuff in terms of that. But I will say that I'm happy with my PS5. My PS5 has been good to play stuff like Metaphor, Refantasio, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, SMT5 Vengeance, Stellar Blade. Like there's actually been a number of third-party games and some first-party stuff, Astrobot, that I'm very excited about. So unlike other people, I'll give you guys it straight up. I'll give you guys the truth, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it when it comes to what I'm playing or what I like. You guys will know. I will show you guys my save file. I'm not capping like these other guys, because anytime I ask them, yo, what games that you play? I get a mute, or I get, actually a lot of them have me muted or blocked. I get a mute or I get a block. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ask them, okay, they'll be like, oh, well, I did this, and it's just, I'm not really excited. I'm like, what did you play? Can you show me what you play? Nope. They don't want to do that.
Do you think the 007 game will be day and date?
I think the 007 game will be day and date, yeah. I think it's going to be day and date because it's still a year or two out. So I think it's actually going to give them time. And the biggest reason why I think it's going to be day and date, or some of these games are going to be more closer, is because a lot of these developers are handling the ports to the Switch 2 in-house. They're not going outsourcing. Now, they might change that up as we get further into the generation. But for right now, a lot of the developers that are putting out ports on the Switch 2, they're actually handling that in-house. They're not outsourcing it. So that's a big one right there. There's no box loyalty with today's gamers. They'll go where the games are, and that's where they are. Handhelds are taken off. I think that there's definitely some, but yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Like I said, if Nintendo exploded for some reason and all their games went to Xbox, I would be on Xbox in frame one. Honestly, that's what it's about. It's about the games. It's about the games, and that's what it's really about at the end of the day, Did you play the Witcher games, OJ? Yes, I've played every single Witcher game, and I do not like the Witcher games, Well, this is not a new setup. This is my brother's house. So, I mean, if he gets on tomorrow, you guys can all let him know how awesome his house is. But I'm actually setting up my room, though. I think my wife, she's setting up my room while I'm gone. So, she's actually setting up some stuff. So, maybe it'll be fixed up and ready to go by the time that I get back. So you guys can be like, oh, nice room, OJ, instead of just a green screen that I have every time, right? Let's see here. Man, the Witcher 4 tech demo looks impressive. It looks really good. It's a tech demo, though. I think we need to see the final, we need to actually see the game. But yeah, so far for a tech demo, really good on base PS5 too. So let's see here. No, this is my own shirt to wear. My wife got this one for me. Well, we all went, and she picked it out. And I got it because it was comfortable and it feels good to wear. So I felt like, hey, yeah. But yeah, I know it kind of blends in with the background, but really it's kind of sunny, so it's kind of hitting me with a little bit of a weird tint, in terms of the lighting. But like I said, the lighting's a little bit different than what I usually have. So I've had every Sony and Microsoft console and most Nintendo consoles. I go where the game is. There you go. Yeah, nice and clean. I love the neutrals. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Their whole house is nice. So. House is beautiful. What is that? Velvet? I don't know what it is. Oh, he's not here. My brother was over here. He was working, but I don't think he's working anymore. But I could ask him. What his wife has impeccable taste, man. She knows how to do the decorations and all that. But yeah, this house is super nice, man. Kind of funny game said Mario Kart World has the best OST in the Mario franchise. Can't wait to play it. I don't trust anything Kind of Funny Games have to say about Nintendo. No offense to Kind of Funny Games, but I don't trust this Switch 2 cycle. I mean, it was with Switch 1, but if Switch 2 taught me anything, man, it is to be, like I said, if you have a review where like you're actually talking about the game, you're playing the game, and I can read it and all that, But I'm not saying that the OST isn't going to be good, but I don't really care what Kind of Funny Games has to say. I'll be honest. The OST is fire, but I don't care that they said it. I don't care that they had to say it. So yeah, it's not, and to be honest, it's not even about trust or anything. Like, I'm pretty sure the OST's fire and they're allowed to say it, but I mean, I don't care that they said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've already listened to the OST. I've listened to the tracks, I've heard it, and I already know that it's fire. Like, I don't need their validation for anything, if that means anything. Doesn't mean they're wrong. Doesn't mean that they're not allowed to have their opinion. But yeah. Just take my word for it. I mean, I'm gonna go off of what I've heard. I've heard it's good, you know? So, I mean, Kind of Funny Games and Kamari also said that PS Vita would kill the 3D. You know what the funny thing is? The funny thing about that is that the fact that, you know, like, I'm not opposed to, I mean, obviously people bring it up and it's whatever, but do we think, and real talk, chat, real talk, is it fair that what somebody said almost going on 2 decades ago, like a decade and a half, is it fair that we use that against him for like the entirety of his career? And honestly speaking, no troll, no nothing like that. Is that fair that we're gonna use that against him forever? Because anytime people mention it, like anything, it's like people mention that article that was written in like, what, 2011? So, like, is that fair? And honest, like I said, we're not trolling. I'm just saying, honestly speaking. The only platforms doing exclusive I like is Nintendo, so Switch 2 for me, PC enticing, but no Nintendo games, so pass. Okay, that makes sense for what you want, you know. Honestly, probably not at this point. No. Okay, yeah, no troll, guys, no troll, like for real. Like, if you guys want to troll him with that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with trolling him with that. People troll me with stuff that I said. I still get trolled for my Super Metal Dave. You know, that was what? That was 8 years ago. I still get trolled for Super Metal Dave stuff, you know? So I still get ish for that. So after hearing the Mario Kart SNES theme remix, I know the OST is gonna be goated. Yeah. When it comes to talking about just Sony, he seems to understand what he's talking about. It shouldn't, but people use the gotcha sentiment on all walks of life. Yeah. Apparently I use the gotcha too much, right, Dank Meme? Or who was it? But I don't. I use the gotcha too much as well. He said it. We should use it as a weapon against him. He said it. We should use it as a weapon. I don't even know what he said. I'd say hold the L. And he just gives him the automatic L no matter what. That's not fair. As a Lions fan, I think it's fair. We still get disrespect. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, you know, I still see people bring up how the Niners lost in the Super Bowl all those years ago, like in the same, like when he's like 2011 or whatever, 2012, around that same time. Colin Kaepernick, Colin Moriarty, same name too, 2 big L's. Oh man, 2 big L's. This may be a dumb question, but do you think Nintendo will eventually bring Steam to consoles? Do you think Nintendo will eventually bring Steam to the console? Nintendo will eventually bring Steam? No, probably not. No, probably not anytime soon. Let's see here. Let it go. Let it go. I know, seriously. Let it go. Yo, you guys out here, let's go, guys. Combo breaks, 168 combos. We are out here tonight. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And also, Aries EMS, I am so sorry. I forgot to put up your 10 gifted that you did. So we got to write that down. 10 gifted members. Let's go. Aries EMS. Anyone does 10 or more, man, Aries EMS. Let's go, man. Knicks were never going to live down the game 1 choke. Yeah, they choked. Each day the goalpost is shifting with the Switch hate. Something tells me it was never about $80 games or $450. Like someone said, there's no marketing, and the PS5 Pro was more hype. Yeah, that's insane. That's just insane to sit there and say the PS5 Pro was more hype. It is not. It is not. The Switch 2 is probably going to outsell the PS5 Pro like day one instantly. I don't know if Sony sold more than 3 to 4 million of those systems. Like, honestly. And the reason why I say that is because in the last quarter, they sold 2.8 million total PS5s. So the Switch 2 is probably going to sell 3 million units almost instantly, right? At a minimum. So yeah. So no. I was at my local Walmart. Half the Xbox games are off the store shelves. They are gone completely. At Best Buy, haven't been to Target. I need to go check. Yeah. I'm just ready to get the system in the and World in my hands. LOL. I'm tired of watching. Yeah, and the thing that I've seen about World is I've seen people talking about, like, just a lot of people talking about and complaining, like, oh my gosh, they should have showed this in the direct. They should have showed this in the direct. They should have just showed this in the direct. So I'm glad that there's probably a lot more stuff that we haven't seen yet. I was gonna get the game regardless. So yeah. I like the Switch 2 and PS5 Pro. Xbox is okay. You find hidden gems. Yeah, I like the PS5 Pro. I have one. I like it. I think it's good. You know, I think it's a good system. Yeah, like I said, it's just it's not more hype than a brand new system launching. No console revision is more hype than a new system. Like that's just not true. You know, that's just not true. It won't be true with sales. It's not true with actual views. It's not true with buzz or talk. It's just not. People love getting everything spilled for them nowadays. Very odd. I like discovering surprises firsthand. Yeah, and I think the reason why people, at least with Mario Kart, was a bit more scrutinized, a bit more, was because obviously the jump to $80 for people. So outside of the bundle, yo, Ben's 10 with the JoJo.
Hello, OJ and
Hey.
everyone.
Hey.
Just lurking. About to play Mario Kart Deluxe with the wife.
Yo.
Soon we'll be playing Switch 2.
Yes,
Lit
sir.
Fire. Song request to Party Man. Clinking glasses.
All right, Party Man, what's the song that you want, my man? Yo, thank you so much, Benz 310. Yo, roll up in the Benzo 20-inch Lorenzos. Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mr. Benz 310. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the $10. We're at 178 on the combo board. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, can we get us a
Combo breaker.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Let's get to the double platinum, boys. We out here. Eminem, Slim Shady LP. Let's go. So yeah. Oh yeah. There was a lot of people saying that. People were saying that initially that the game looked boring too, but now changing their tune. I'm telling you, once you actually start playing the game, it's gonna be lit. I'm telling you guys. I just saw a movie earlier today. AMC had an ad for Mario Kart and Switch 2 came on before it started. Nintendo spending big on marketing. Yeah, people are saying that they're not spending anything, but I'm telling you, it's just people online living their bubble. So that's why I said I can't wait till the sales numbers come out, and I can't wait till the people here in the US and Europe realize that Japan is a thing, and the PlayStation and Xbox are legitimately dead in those areas. And once again, I'm not rooting for their downfall, but I'm, like I said, I'm tired of people that are not putting the facts together when they make their vids or something. And it's like, okay, that's okay. We will see. When the system comes out, we will see. And the funniest thing is this. When I make the video correcting the information or putting out the new information, who are the first people to get salty? Who are the first people to get salty? The people who think that the video was directed at them because they were wrong, you know? They're the first people to get salty. They're the first, well, no, I didn't know. Like, when the information is literally right out there. You can see that the launch is going to be huge. You can see that nobody's buying Xboxes. No offense, Aries EMS. But nobody's buying Xboxes for a reason. You know, like, the people just are done. Like, PS5, it's doing well. But we need at least two systems that are going to sell well. You can't have an industry where only one system is selling well. So people say, oh, it's going to flop. No, it's not. The Xbox ain't selling. Who's going to buy systems? Just PlayStation? Dude, that's not good. This industry's cooked if there's only just PlayStation. This industry is cooked and a half. Because nobody's buying Xbox. Bro, like, I didn't even see an Xbox Series. Like, legit, I was at Best Buy. I did not even see an Xbox Series system. I didn't even see one. So it's like, we need at least two. We need at least two. Like, we can't have it to where, I wish there was all three. My opinion is that I wish Microsoft sold at least 70 million systems right now, right? Or maybe like 65 million. If Microsoft sold 60 million systems right now, I don't think we'd be going through what we're going through with Microsoft going completely third party. You know, I think it'd be a lot better. Or if Microsoft sold, I probably, let's just say they sold, 60 million, it would have been so much better right now, you know? Ronald Lucas with the $10.
Only disappointing thing about Mario Kart World was the fact that I wanted another Double Dash game.
Yeah.
However, maybe we will get that on the GameCube library.
Yeah?
I'm still hyped for the game though.
Yeah. I can see some people wanting that for sure. Yo, combo breaks in the house. Let's go.
Combo breaker.
Thank you so much. Let's see, play Rainbow Road Remix. All right, I got you, party man. All right, I got you. Rainbow Road. What was it? It was the baby, right? Oh man. Here we go. Party Man's Mix. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Ronald Lucas. Thank you for the $10. We are out here tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, peeps. We are out here tonight. Yo, the JoJo's coming through. Who do you main in Street Fighter? Ken. I'd like to keep my I don't play Street Fighter a lot, but I mean when I did play a lot, Ken would be my main. I want to keep my Switch 1. Is it possible to keep save data on old Switch 1 and unit and new Switch 2 unit? Yeah, you can do the cloud save between them. My DualSense adaptive triggers, chainsaw reviewing gears will be satisfying. All right, sounds good, Tanzan. Do we know how much? Do we know how much the Xbox has out there? Around a little bit over 30 million, 30 to 32 million. Well, they're not fully third party, and hopefully the Asus handheld will garner some interest. Yeah, they're not, but they are kind of fully third party though. They're porting all their games though. Like the only games that aren't like, they're in the process of porting over everything. So it's like everything's gonna get ported over eventually. Because even Gears of War, the new Gears of War, the remaster or whatever, they even announced that for PlayStation right away. They didn't even wait. They ported over Indiana Jones. They ported over what else? They ported over Forza. They're just porting over everything. So I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? If they're porting over Forza and Gears, it's happening, you know. Let's see here. Hey, what up, Tommy Raiku? Cloud should be a thing for all the except Pokemon and Animal Crossing. Yeah, some of them you're gonna have to transfer manually your save. So experiencing the moment with the foundation of console gaming. Salute Nintendo, yes sir. Dude, Switch 2 tomorrow. Switch 2 in the chat, yes sir. Where you at? Also thoughts of DC video on Switch 2. I didn't watch Dreamcast guy's video on the Switch 2 because it's based off of Twitter and it's based off of him looking at just super negative news. And I almost guarantee. So if anybody watched it, did he mention the pre-orders selling out? Did he mention the pre-orders in Japan? I'm guessing he did. Once again, I'm not trying to hate on him or anything like that, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna watch it because I already know what it. Listen, guys, I know the game. I know the YouTube game. So there's no point in me watching the video. Like listen, he's going off of Twitter. What people are saying on Twitter. That's that. Am I correct? Is that he's going off of Twitter? Let's see here. I'll miss out on launch day Switch 2, but pick up later. But most likely available. All he does is look at negative comments and with one or two. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so exactly. He's looking at Twitter. Thank you.
Speaking of Asus ROG Ally X is now $899 on Best Buy. Also, have you opened the Best Buy app? There's a cool Nintendo Switch 2 animation.
I have not done that, but I'll definitely check it out. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's no hate towards him, but there's no point in me watching that. There's no point in me watching Xbox and PlayStation fans say that there's no hype. Guys that have not played the system or barely played the system saying I'm not hyped. Like, yeah, Jez from Windows Central is not hyped. Okay, we know this guy. He goes on crusades against Nintendo. He writes articles how they're the worst ever. Like, of course, yes, there's gonna be guys that are like that, and that's fine. I have no problem with their critique. I have no problem with them hating anything. But I mean, of course, they're not going to be excited for it. They're not, and that's fine. Nobody has to be excited for the system, and I think that's something that we have to stress. It's okay to critique. It's okay. You don't have to be excited, but you just don't have to lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Just say, hey, it's not for you. I don't like the games, and move on with your day. That's it. That's all it comes down to. Let's see here. Same here. Let everyone else handle the day one rush. I'll wait to see what special editions of consoles look like since they want to own my special edition. Yeah, exactly. Once again, Nintendo doesn't want everybody to rush out there and go buy the system day one because then they'll have no systems. They want it to be a steady flow of people buying. So yeah, like most systems sell after the launch, right? Like most people don't buy their system at launch. It's physically and it's logistically impossible for everyone to buy their system. The Switch 1 did not sell 150 million units. Obviously at launch. They sell it over the course of time. That's why it's very important to have consistent games every single month and not long droughts. That's why you need people that want the system day one. Their mind is already set. They want the system no matter what. So you don't need to overload everything. People who, you can just Once again, drop it bit by bit, month by month. You drop the new first-party games. You surround it with good third-party or some third-party stuff. Today, Mariners, Orioles, the starting pitcher for the Mariners is Kirby. Hey, there you go. That's the marketing campaign right there. I don't really look different. I'm just in a different background. Let's see here. I'm happy for you guys getting Switch 2. I'm not financially ready at the moment. It's all good, Tyler Foster. Save up, maybe get it in the next couple of years. I'll get Switch 2 when version of Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Well, Metroid Prime 4 is probably coming out August or September, so you'll probably get it around then. Moment Mario Kart showed up, I was locked in. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna get it regardless, but because I knew that they're gonna have something. But I mean, obviously, and I cover it, so yeah, I'm in San Fran. What you can definitely base this video off Twitter, and the first thing he included was Tom Warren's post. Yeah, bet he didn't include the quote tweets, huh? Was there any of the quote tweets when Tom Warren was getting absolutely brutally ratioed by Doc Trey? I bet that wasn't included, was it? Let's see here. But no, it's all good. It's all good. Once again, we'll see once the system comes out. I got it at Ross. I got this shirt at Ross. But yeah, the videos are funny. Once again, it's no hate towards Dreamcast Guy, no hate towards anybody that makes their videos. Make the videos, do what you need to do. And no hate towards Tom Warren or anything like that. The only thing that I would say about him was that he didn't know what software meant for Nintendo. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't cover Nintendo, so he doesn't know. Nintendo calls video games physical and digital software. They call it software. If they're talking about digital only, they'll say digital software. If they're talking about physical only, they'll say, physical software. And they've said that for forever. They've used the name software for forever. And Tom Warren reported after Nintendo confirmed that there's going to be backwards compatibility for Nintendo Switch 1 software. Tom Warren reported that, well, they confirmed at least digital. And I'm like, no, they confirmed software, which is physical and digital. And he refused to respond. He refused to edit his tweet. He refused to do anything. And then, well, obviously you can't edit it after an hour. But then later, once the physical was, they showed like the cartridge, like when they actually showed the cartridge. And he's like, oh, well, now physical's confirmed. It's like, dude, it was confirmed beforehand. What are you talking about? Like, he tried to act because he thought that software means digital. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got some people that don't actually know about Nintendo, don't play, don't cover it, don't really know too much, like just very surface level stuff. So like I said, spreading, I wouldn't say misinformation, but just not knowledgeable about what they say, Can't wait to see if Xenoblade X will play differently on Switch 2. It should, if anything, it's just gonna lock it down resolution wise if it's dynamic, or lock it down frame rate to 30. But it shouldn't go over 60 unless there's some type of hidden code in there that activates if it's playing on a Switch 2, which it was in there for Switch 1, but I don't know if it's gonna somehow unlock or activate if you play it on a Switch 2. So yeah. So that's the Junk Mom. Thank you for the $5 dono. It says gonna be giving my Switch 1 more play before Switch 2. Gonna be playing Mario Kart World. Okay, one more play before Switch 2. Gonna be playing Mario Kart World, Room Factory, Guardians of Azuma, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions. Yes, sir. That is exciting. I'm gonna be playing all of I'm gonna try to play all that at least. I'm gonna be playing a lot of it, right? I'm gonna be playing a lot of it. So yeah. I heard some code in it. Yeah, there's definitely hidden code for Xenoblade Chronicles X that for 60 frames per second, but I don't know if that code somehow is unhidden if it's playing on a Switch 2. So will it need even an update at all? I don't know. Will there be a hidden update? I don't know. We gotta wait and see, guys. I don't want to sit there and tell you that it is and it's gonna do that, and then you play it tomorrow night and you're like, OJ lied. Do you think Nintendo servers are gonna crash when everyone's downloading day one patch? I don't think it's gonna crash, but it might run slow for some people. It might maybe lag up, but I don't think it's gonna crash completely. No. Is there a 120 FPS update? No, there's definitely not a 120 FPS update. What Xenoblade game are you excited to try out first on Switch 2? Wish there was an upgrade day one for them. I'm gonna try out Xenoblade X. That's the game that I'll probably try out that I'm playing. So I'll probably try out Xenoblade X. I'll definitely see how Xenoblade 2 does, because Xenoblade 2 has dynamic. I think it has dynamic resolution, and it has it's 30 frames. So I mean, it might lock it down, but we'll see. Once again, we will see. Getting rid of not getting rid of my Zelda OLED Switch. Zelda was one of my reasons I bought the Switch. Nice, let's go. GameStop called me today, remind me that I need to be there between 3 to 8 p.m. to finalize my pre-order to pick up at midnight, although it's already paid off. Nice, let's go SB Digital. Big time for Daemon X Machina. I'm going to create the same character on it as I did both first game, which is my main Phantasy Star universe, Phantasy Star Portable 1 to Infinity character. You've got it all laid out, huh? Just picked up Shakedown Hawaii on Switch for a couple bucks. Nice, let's go, Magnum. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Welcome. Just want to say hi before I dip out. Keep being awesome. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Are you streaming Switch 2 tomorrow? Yes, I'll be streaming Switch 2 tomorrow night. I'm going to be picking it up at somewhere that I'm going to be. My brother is going to be here. We're going to play. We're going to check out the games. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's see here. OJ, Switch 2 could have released only with Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. It would have been great because backwards compatibility with improved performance. Yeah, I mean, the one thing when it comes to system launches is that you really don't need a ton of big first-party games at launch. It's better to actually spread those out over the next couple months like Switch 1 did. Basically, what you need for launch is like one big killer app, like one big game that people really like that sells really well, and that's Mario Kart. And then, of course, over the course of the next number of months, we're going to get DK, we're going to get Metroid Prime, we're going to get, more games coming out. We're going to get Drag Cross Drive, we're going to get, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, we're going to get, the Starcross Worlds and Jamboree TV and blah, 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 right? Kirby Air Riders and all the other games that are coming out, right? So we're going to get all that. So yeah. Is there a rule of thumb regarding Switch 1 titles that will run on Switch 2? There is no rule of thumb. No, there is no rule of thumb. It's emulated titles with a little bit of hardware backwards compatibility, so it's really going to be a toss-up. If the game has unlocked frame rates, could lock it down at 60. Could not. If a game has 30 frames per second, could lock it at 60, or it could run just as bad. You don't know until you try it. Nintendo talked about how they tested out some games, and some games just ran better, some games maybe not so much. So, we'll see.
This hasn't been called out a lot, but I don't know why PC fanboys often say, you own nothing, when it comes to buying games on consoles. When in reality, you only own nothing when play cloud gaming like Stadia. And consumers threw cloud gaming away fast.
Dude, at this point, I don't know anything about PC gamers. And I don't try to know anything about them either, so I have no idea. Justin with the $3 dono.
I saw a goofy ad that shows how some of these people feel. I sent it to you on Discord. You can check it out later for a great laugh.
Okay, shoutouts. Let me see if my Discord even... I've got to get my Discord set up on this computer. I don't think I have my Discord on this laptop. Okay, no, I do. Okay. Yeah, I'll get that set. I'm gonna probably have to update it, but yeah. I have no idea about PC gamers, and I don't even try to know about them, like what they say. Like, they just... Whatever, Thank you for the $3 though, Minato Mario. Minato Mario, thank you for the $3, and thank you Justin for the $3 as well. You guys are out here tonight because guess what we just hit? The
Combo breaker.
And you guys know it again. Let's go, limit break, baby. Out in the house. Out in the house. My man, Big Boy, Cloud with the big Buster Sword. Let's go, man. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Combo breaks for everybody. 204 combo breaker. I mean, we still got a lot of time left, guys. We could hit a 300 plus combo breaker. Let's go. Sorry, you didn't put words in your mouth after the game key card. Keep hearing PC fanboys say that they own nothing. Like I said, I don't know, man. I ain't trying to understand these people. I don't get it. I don't get them. Hey, what's up, Juice Man Vaughn? If I haven't said hi to anybody here, make sure you guys say hi, and I'll say hi to everybody here. So if I haven't said hi to you, make sure you say what up. You are a PC gamer. If you spend 1K on the latest GPU, just to recommend Grim Fandango as most play, or Banana, right? Just to, just do that. Just like the banana game. We're just like a banana. Just do nothing. I'm camping at Target. Hey yo, what's go? Justin, thank you for another $3 dono, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Shout out to Justin, man. Multiple donos tonight. Yeah, you know what? I gotta set up, guys. I gotta set it up, and I don't remember everything, so I have to use a QR code. So we'll definitely get that. I'll get my Discord set up after I'm done with the stream. Do you think Doom the Dark Ages failed? No, I don't think Doom the Dark Ages failed. No. Listen, guys. Game Pass stuff is Game Pass stuff. That's what they want to do. Microsoft knows what they got themselves into with Game Pass, and they did what they did. So no, I don't think Doom the Dark Ages failed. Do I think that it didn't sell as well on PS5 maybe as Sony thought? I mean, maybe, but yeah, I don't think it failed though. So yeah. Let's see here. Blended with the room. I know it kind of It's kind of blending through. Maybe I probably should have worn a different shirt. But I wore the shirt that I wore this morning when I came here, like when I came from Los Angeles. So yeah. I'll have a better shirt next time. Hard to believe that or at least one that it separates myself from the rest of the room, so I don't blend in. I'm blending in. Hard to believe that one day left the big moment hype. Clouds, let's go. Yes, sir. There's still people ready about $90 game. Yes, there is still some, but at the end of the day, guys, once again, it's gonna be. People are gonna go to the stores. They're gonna see the prices. Obviously, Nintendo put out a press release with the prices, so people will see that. Oh, it's not. So yeah, there's still some people running with the $90 BS stuff, but that's pretty much died down at this point. 90% of the stuff I play available on PC are also portable on Switch. Maybe someday I'll have a nice 2K to get a PC, but but I'm not holding my breath. I mean, you don't have to force yourself to be a PC gamer, guys. I tried to do the whole PC. Oh yeah, I'm PC. Yeah, I'm cool. Like I tried to do that. I did that for a decade. I tried to do that. Well, not a decade. Hold up. I did it from 2015. Actually, no, even before that, 2012. I tried to get like a gaming laptop. 2012, 2015. I bought a gaming PC. 2021, I bought another gaming/work PC, and then that one messed up because I updated to Windows 11. Then I bought another gaming PC after that. So yeah, man, like, and I tried, but it's just not for me. PC gaming just might not be for you, and that's okay. You don't have to try to force yourself because people online tell you that it's the best. Like, just buy what you want, you know? Do you have the PS5 Pro? I do. Do you think the Suffers Games, I think that's Summer Game Fest, not Suffer Games Fest. We might be suffering during it if it's boring. So that might be the name for it. It's the Suffer Games Fest. Yeah, that might be it, us watching. You finally show specific games that use the hardware. Listen, guys, Sony's not going to show games that absolutely can like only be played on a PS5 Pro. If that's what you're looking for, that's not going to happen. Okay? Because Sony's, one, not going to allow that. And two, there's not enough of an install base to even justify that. So are you going to get games that that are better on PS5 Pro? Sure. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows is better on PS5 Pro, but that's about the extent of it. That's about the top of the top. It's going to be games like Assassin's Creed Shadows. So look into those upgrades for Assassin's Creed Shadows and what they did, and that's what you should expect at the top of the line for PS5 Pro. But most developers, even with The Witcher, right? They talked about the tech demo. They showed us on base PS5 because that's what most people have. Most people have a base PS5. Most people do not have a PS5 Pro. So are developers going to make games completely tuned and everything and spend tons of money and research on PS5 Pro develop? No. They're going to say, okay, you get a little bit better resolution here. You get maybe a little bit better frame rate here. And yeah, you can spin around and do the hokey pokey. And that's about it. Like there ain't going to be too much more than just that because it's an add-on system. It's not the base system. It's a separate thing that costs $700. That with a disc drive, it's an $800 system, and that's no cap. We ain't doing the whole night. It is a 800 with tax. It's about $800. It's $699 for the base system, and it's $80 for the hard drive. Right? So we're looking at about $780 without tax. 99% of people are not gonna buy that. Like 99% of gamers are going to be like, I'm good. So why are developers going to spend a lot of time and money and resources on that? Nobody's going to buy the system like that, With PC game, you can do both PC gaming and console gaming. For some reason, some crazy PC dudes can't get over that. Yeah. Apart from MK World, what do you be playing day one? Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, maybe Guardians of Azuma. We'll see. I testing out backwards compatibility, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, there's a lot. So yeah. Witcher 4 looked crazy good earlier today. Yeah, it's a tech demo. So keep that in mind, guys. It's a tech demo. It's not actual gameplay running. So if it doesn't look that good when you play it, then realize that it's a tech demo. Tech demos usually look better than the actual game itself. Xenoblade 3 just got an update announced. Xenoblade 3 just got an update announced? No way. You mean Xenoblade 3 it's not like an update to actually to actually frame rate? It's not that type of update. I don't think so. Because I would have heard about it. So yeah, it didn't get no update, bruh. Alright, take it easy, Shane. Thanks for coming out to tonight's stream, man. I appreciate that. Maybe it gets it ready. There's I don't see anything where it's announced for an update. No. Somebody fact check for me. Mods? Mods, clean up the chat. No, I'm joking. Let's see here. Holding out for Switch 2. Wario 60 check Wario. All right. If you guys are messing around with me, I'm canceling my channel. I'm ending my stream, and all of you guys are the worst people ever in the history created of people. So keep that in mind. I'm checking Wario. If he doesn't say, "Hey OJ, Xenoblade got an update and it's 60 frames," where's Wario 64? Wario. Okay, my internet, okay, here we go. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Xenoblade 3 Switch 2 update is real. Oh my, yeah, my brother's over here chilling. Oh my gosh. Yo. Okay. Let's go. No, I'm not trolling, bro. I'm not playing. Yo, Maurice Charles with the $5 and says, can you explain the difference between FSR, PSSR, and DLSS? Okay, here's the base easy thing. Those are all upscaling techniques that companies can use in order to make something look better or sharpen it out, but it's the quality and the technology behind it that is different. PSSR, that is PlayStation's technology. FSR, that's AMD's technology. And DLSS, that is Nvidia's technology. Nvidia has the best AI upscaling or upscaling smoothing technology. Theirs is significantly more advanced and better than PSSR and FSR, if that makes any sense. And that's all you need to know. DLSS is better and more advanced, been done longer, and is exclusive to Nvidia. Whereas PSSR, that is for Sony, which I think that's kind of like FSR, but their own. And then FSR is obviously AMD's, right? So that's all you got to know about that. Those are the differences, Maurice Charles. But just know that Nvidia's DLSS is far more advanced and better than the other two, from what we know right now. All right, thank you for the $5. Let's read this update. So I'm gonna read it off my. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 received an update for Nintendo Switch 2. Several adjustments have been made to improve gameplay on Nintendo Switch 2. Other Xenoblade titles did not post a Switch 2 update, at least not according to support.
It might not be what we think because Super Mario 3D All-Stars got the same update.
Okay. So, yeah, hold up here. Several adjustments have been made to improve gameplay on Nintendo Switch 2. So, I mean, what does that mean, right? That's got to mean resolution. That's got to mean at least at the bare minimum resolution. And Xenoblade's resolution can get kind of crusty at times, especially like when you're doing like chain attacks or like when you're doing like a lot of attacks at one time. Maybe loading. I think the loading times have probably been vastly improved. So maybe it's not the 60 frames per second, but I'm guessing at the bare minimum, it's locking down the frame rate. Locking down the frame rate, maybe locking it to 30 frames per second. It's probably locking like the resolution, locking the resolution, and it's improving the loading time, because those are the things that Xenoblade is iffy on. So yeah, let's not say 60 frames per second update just yet, but there are some updates. So like I didn't play the I'll get that dono in just a bit. Thank you. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for another $3, man. I didn't play a lot of the the arena quest battle stuff because I was waiting for Switch 2. So like if I can play that in better resolution and frame rate, stable frame rate, better resolution and all that, I'll probably go back and play like all those like all that extra stuff. Because I didn't do everything. I did a lot of stuff in the game, but I didn't do everything. So yeah, man. Yeah, so that's definitely like, listen guys, they're gonna, like, people ask like, are they gonna be doing more updates for games? Yes, they're gonna be doing more updates for games. You know, they're gonna be doing more. I'm gonna retweet this right here. This is actually really good news in terms of stuff. So let's go. Hopefully Future Redeemed gets that as well, right? Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Nintendo Switch 2 update. Nintendo Switch 2 update. Don't know what it does yet though. Don't know all the details yet, but it could be good. But it could Be good. All right, we got to get that out there. We got to get the news out there. But it could be good. So yeah. Definitely, that's exciting. That's another exciting thing about that. Like getting updates for some of these games that didn't run the best on Switch 1. You know? Yeah, we've made it, fellow. Poke UFO, we've made it. Mario Odyssey just got an upgrade as well. Mario Odyssey was already detailed for a free patch, Vito. So yeah, you missed the video. You missed all the videos where that's already been detailed. That's been known for a while now. I'm buying Donkey Kart. What is Donkey Kart? I'm buying I think Donkey Kong Bonanza next month as was the first games. Okay, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, Odyssey's getting a free update. Need Xeno X update. Put that game on hold for Switch 2. Yeah, we need a Xeno X. We need all the Xenoblade games. We need all the Xenoblade games updated as well. So I'm waiting for like my Nintendo news or Nintendo everything to make a post on it as well. Maybe they can dig up some more information. But Wario did a pretty good job with that already. So yeah. Let's see here. Does my brother look like me? Do you think we look alike? Honestly. I don't... I mean, you can tell that maybe we're brothers, but I wouldn't say that we look alike. No, I wouldn't say we... I don't want to say that we... But, like, if somebody's... Oh, yeah, you're brothers. Yeah, no problem. But he's, like, way tall. He's, like, a bit taller than me. We both have receding hairlines. That's what he said. So he said that. That's about what we got. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, he just killed both of us. So we both have that, but no, I mean our skin complexion. I'm darker. He's lighter. He's taller. I mean a little bit, yeah. You don't have to if you don't. You said you're. It's up to you. You come. You guys come see if he looks like me or not. I don't think he does.
Stand up so that they can see the height thing you're always talking about.
Okay, well we move back. Cause because you can't tell the height from here.
Oh right.
So,
okay.
Well, you got to get close so they can see. So if we look. You got to go like this so you can get in the camera. Okay, yeah. So I don't think. I mean, kinda.
What do you look at when you do this?
There's the camera right there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you got to get a little bit lower though. You're too tall. Yeah, I mean, yeah, kinda. Yeah, we got to stand back here, otherwise it won't get us on to get the height.
Oh, right. Oh, look at the pillow.
I put the pillow because the sun was kind of beaming in, but I think we're good. No, well, I mean, no, they can't see us.
Oh, they can't?
No, because it's cut off. Yeah, but he's tall. He's about 6 foot.
Yeah.
He's about 6 foot. I'm about 5'8", 5'9". So, but he's 6 foot.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
You've got like 120 something million. It's kind of like still a lonely world in the world of
128 million.
Well, no, thousand. Sorry.
Oh,
subscribers.
100. Oh,
but like you're still looking at a screen and looking at yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's not like the interact. Like it's still a computer screen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but you get used to it. Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you what they're saying. They're saying you guys. Some people are saying that we look a lot alike.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Some people say we look a lot alike. My brother, he's older than me. Let's see here. Not alike. That's your little brother. Y'all family. He said that's little brother. That's actually a positive for you. No, he's big brother. He's my big brother. So yeah, he's my big brother. Same eyes. Yeah, that's my brother's house. He has a nice house. Oh, my beard's good. My wife likes my beard, man. I'm not trimming it. I ain't trimming it. No way. I'm not. No offense, Aries. I'm not married to you. I'm married to my wife. So I got to keep her happy. She likes the beard. Yeah, he does look like little bro, though. No, he's not little bro. He's big bro. Both of us. He said both of us. We don't age. Oh, he already left.
No, I'm here.
Oh, he said that we both don't age.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
My knees don't feel like it.
So yeah. Bro, that's since he's lighter than you. Assume that you tan due to living in LA. No, it's just black people come in all different types of shades and colors. My sister Linda's lighter than both of us. My sister, I have another sister. She's like darker than my brother, but not as dark as me. So my mom's light, my dad's more dark. So I mean, it's just random, you know. Like it's genetics. Some people are lighter, some people are darker. That's just how genetics work. Michael Grant with the $1.99 says, thanks for helping us get a Switch 2. Yo, shout outs. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate that. You can see like I said, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. We look alike. I wouldn't say a lot, though. I would just say we kind of look alike. I think maybe if I shaved or if I had the Deborah, like him, if I rolled with the... if I roll with the DVZ Deborah like he rolls with, I think we probably look more similar. You know what I'm saying? I think we probably look more similar if we roll with I'm gonna get beat up later for that, by the way, guys. Like, he's not gonna let that one go. Like that fact that I said that. Why are you green screening a couch? I'm not green screening a couch. That's actually like a real couch, and like that's like the real background setting. Let's see. Look, there's no green screen, guys. It's just my brother's awesome master bedroom, massive master bedroom. There's like a whole, literally like this whole thing is like the size of a room, and it's just like connected to like the master bedroom. Then there's like a whole master bedroom. Then like you walk into their bathroom. You ever seen like a walk-in? It's like a walk-in bathroom. It's a walk-in bathroom.
Brother Essence looked like Terrence Howard rolling on the floor laughing.
This is a little Terrence Howard. I can see that a little bit. Yeah, that's super Christian. I can see Terrence Howard a little bit. Yeah, that's actually a compliment. Yeah, you don't know Terrence Howard, the actor? Yeah, no, it's actually a compliment. Terrence Howard, it's a compliment. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like connected to like a walk. Like you walk into the bathroom, and then there's like it's like a hallway to the bathroom, and then there's two walk-in closets. So it's like you walk into. You can walk in, and then you can walk into the left. You can walk into the right. You can walk further down, and then there's like the bathroom. It's crazy. This house is super nice. Yeah, he's got a tub. He's got like a separate tub, a separate shower thing. He's got the crazy toilet, super crazy toilet that he's, you know, the $1,000 toilet. You know, he's got that. It's super nice, man. It's super nice. But he deserves it. He's been working hard his whole life. He's been working hard for decades now, so he deserves to have a nice house. To be honest, he's been working hard for a long time. He's been working hard, and he's been, you know, doing good for a long time. So he deserves a nice house. It's not like these people that just have stuff given to them, you know? He worked for it. Let's see here. Minato Mario with the $3 dono.
I am gonna pre-order Switch 2. Just kidding, still gonna wait lol.
Okay.
Compared to me and my brother, we're the same age by the way. You two look very similar lol.
Okay, we look very similar. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten very similar, but some of you guys say that we do. Shout out to Minato Mario. Let's go. Let's see. Wow, that's very realistic green screen and special effects even got better. Yeah, I know. Seriously. Pikmin 3 also got a Switch 2 update. Man, here come the updates, boys and girls. Yeah, here come the updates. Maybe they're not very significant updates though. Maybe they're just like resolution and like maybe they're just like smaller ones since they're not really saying, "Hey, look at these updates," you know? Yeah, still. Yeah, the day before, yeah. Swag, I think they're going to just continue doing the updates, you know? So yeah. Shout outs to Swag. Thank you for the 48 months. Thanks for the 48 months. Mac Mega with the $5 dono. Shout outs to Mac Mega. Thank you for the $5 dono.
Wouldn't it be funny if Mario Sunshine runs at 60 FPS after 20 plus years on the Switch too?
Yeah, that'd be
Finally
pretty
make Nate
interesting.
and MVG like the game. Also, can
I
you
don't
play
think so.
Golgra battle theme from Expedition 33 PLS?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you'll like the game. Golgra battle theme expedition. I don't think you'll like it. I don't think anything's gonna make them like Super Mario Sunshine. I don't think anything's gonna make them like him. Looks okay, hold up. Dad, you don't know what my dad looked like. What? Let's see here. Pikmin 3 has some issues running on Switch 2. That's what the patch did. Fix that. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe, wait a minute. So maybe, is the Xenoblade Chronicles... Oh, no, they said improvements for Xenoblade Chronicles, so it's a different thing. Okay. Let's see here. OJ, can I come watch your Switch 2 stream tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wonder got an update too. Wonder got an update too. So did they make it? Wonder got an update. Why is my Astral Chain updating? Your Astral Chain's not updated. Yeah, it looks like they're fixing some emulation issues.
It
Okay.
looks like they are fixing some emulation issues.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I don't know, like, but it says improvements. Several adjustments have been made to improve gameplay on. So I don't know if it's actually like real improvements, guys. I don't know if it's actually real, but I mean they could improve, like let's just say like lock it down, like they could, it could, you know, it could, but I'm not sure if it's going, like it's not a confirmed thing, so we gotta, you know, wait and see what it actually does. So we gotta wait and see what it actually does. I'm not sure. We gotta wait and see. Thank you for the $3. Thank you for the $3, Justin, though. Appreciate that. Can't wait for the haters to move the goalposts again after Switch 2 demolishes every launch record. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see those. We'll see what people got to say, because it's looking like it's going to have a record-breaking launch. I could see it in the eyes. Definitely the eyes. Okay, yeah, maybe that's it. Trading my OG Switch for the Switch 2 tomorrow. My GameStop said they will have a lot of stock for non-pre-order buyers. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's what I didn't understand when people saying it's too expensive. I can't. It's like... But the Switch was not. Okay, if the Switch 1 or Switch OLED's not too expensive, and if you already have a Switch 1, you can just trade in your Switch, you know? Like, that's just... Maybe you don't want to trade in your Switch, but you can just trade in your Switch. Switch 2 plays Switch 1 games, so that's just my opinion, at least. That's what I would do if I couldn't. I would just trade in my Switch 1 and get, you know, get the Switch 2 for $350, or get it for less, probably get it for like $300. Let's see here. The games are expensive, but the system is reasonable. Really, the game, yeah, it kind of varies, though. Some of the games are expensive, some of the games aren't. Like, Bravely Default's not expensive, but that's obviously a 3DS port. Street Fighter's not too bad. That's obviously, that's a couple years old port out at this point. Split Fiction's $50, that's the same price as the other games. So it's like, it really varies on the prices. Obviously, Mario Kart is expensive. Cyberpunk is expensive, that's $70. Donkey Kong, that's expensive. Room Factory, that's expensive. But then there's also cheaper games as well. So it really kind of varies. I think, what is Yakuza 0? That's $50. So Yakuza 0 is $50. I think, some of the games are $50. Some of the games are $40, $50. So it really varies from game to game, you know. It really does. See here, let's see here. The game, people talking, taking this seriously, your system and play your game. Yeah. What's up, OJ Players? Looks like Jonathan. Oh! Jonathan Majors. That's a better compliment than Terrence Howard. Did you look up Terrence Howard? Look up Jonathan Majors. I mean, a little bit, but either way, these are not bad. I know who these people are. Yeah, I know who Jonathan Majors and Terrence Howard are. Yeah, I know who they are. Light It Up said Jonathan Majors. Oh, he said a little bit, though. Not a lot, just a little bit. Oh. You know that guy, right? That guy. Yeah. That's a compliment. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. What do you think of Mario 3 All-Stars copies going for $110, $130 on the second-hand market, even at GameStop? What do I think? He said, definitely the Deborah. The Deborah cost the John. No, it's a compliment, though.
I see where they're coming
Yeah, I can see I can see Jonathan Majors for sure. Yeah, I can see that. You look up Jonathan Majors' wife. No, just look up Jonathan Majors' wife. We'll go down as because Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, no shout outs. Can you get? Yeah. So that's why I said it's a compliment. Anybody that can pull Megan Good, that's a compliment. Yeah. Can we see some Salty Soul Calibur 2? You know, we thought about that. So, Buggy, Soul Calibur 2? We did. They want to see Soul Calibur 2. I mean, we could. I have the NSO plus. We can play it day one.
We could. It'd be a more even gameplay now.
Would it? I bet it. You know what would be? You know what would be so funny if I get beat 5-0 instead of 50. I just stop at 5-0 instead. 50-0, man. Yeah, maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll get the salty run back. Yeah, salty run back. Okay. Yeah. Do you think Switch 2 Summer Games Fest logo is actually for Nintendo announcements or the console third-party games? I mean, it could just be for the advertising, or it could actually be for the for games or something. So yeah. Come back to Mirror this time zone tomorrow, 4th, 5th. Nintendo Switch 2 releasing Thursday. Well, for me, I'm gonna be getting it. It's gonna be midnight East Coast, but West Coast it's gonna be 9 o'clock. So used to go hard on Soul Calibur 2 back in the day in the arcade PS2. Yeah, I thought I went hard on Soul Calibur 2 until I met final boss. The final boss was my brother. I decided to never play the game. I have not played it since then. That's the funny thing. Sony has a direct tomorrow. Yeah, they have the State of Play tomorrow. We should be able to stream that. So yeah, I'm not a fighting game guy, but I think I'm getting Street Fighter 6. Does it have a fun campaign? It has a pretty cool campaign, yeah. It's got a like a world tour mode. It's like a RPG mode, like where you level up your character. I mean, it's not the best thing ever, but it's not bad. Like, it's kind of fun, and it teaches you how to play the game too. So yeah, it's actually okay for a fighting game. But I mean, don't expect, like, you know, the Mortal Kombat levels of the cutscenes and stuff like that. Don't expect that, but it's not too bad. It's okay. Do I consider myself a Nintendo YouTuber? I do. I consider myself a Nintendo YouTuber and an RPG YouTuber. So a Nintendo and RPG YouTuber. Yeah, that's what I consider myself, because I focus on RPGs and I focus on Nintendo games. So I consider myself like a Nintendo / RPG YouTuber. Yeah. I put anime too, but like, I consider myself not really an anime YouTuber, but we can talk about anime, or I'll try out. We'll discuss anime and stuff, but I consider myself RPG and Nintendo YouTuber. Yeah. So they're desperately trying to overshadow the Switch 2 launch. I think they maybe already had that planned out for a while now. So I think that's what's kind of going on there. But yeah, I do not like One Piece, but not because I think it's bad after I've watched it. I have not watched enough to say that I like it or not. From what I've seen, though, it seems pretty cool, but I just have not watched it yet. The Avatar system in Street Fighter 6 lets you mix and match specials and fighting styles. Nice. Expedition 33 top 5 American RPG. I have Expedition 33 as the second best Western RPG ever in my opinion. Obviously, there's all the Dungeons and Dragons and Ultima and all that type of, like, there's the CRPGs, Baldur's Gate. So that's no hate towards them, but just for me personally, I have it right there, like right behind, or actually even with the Mass Effect games. One Piece is amazing, but huge commitment. Yeah, huge commitment. RPM says, I pre-ordered mine's got GameStop, so I'm getting mine's tomorrow at midnight. Nice. Do you think Shiver Entertainment is helping third-party Switch ports? I mean, they definitely could help with third-party Switch ports, Jeffrey. Yeah, that's possible. I'll save you time. They call mid-piece for a reason. I don't think a lot of people call it that, but if they do, there's like just as many people that call it like goated. So is GameCube free download for NSO expansion pack? I'm curious. Yeah, I mean, it's not free because you're paying for it, Lee Martin, but it comes as part of the NSO plus expansion. But you have to have the expansion pass. Like, if you just have the regular NSO, you don't get GameCube. And it's got to be Switch 2. It's not Switch 1. It's got to be Switch 2. It's got to be Switch 2. Who is the ultimate buff dude in the anime? I picked Baki, the ultimate buff dude in anime. Yeah, there's like that One Piece guy, right? That guy's pretty buff. But then there's also like Toguro from not Hunter Hunter, from Yu Yu Hakusho, the girl is pretty buff, you know, and he has like sunglasses, so also that. Armstrong, yeah, there's a lot of buff people. You have what was it? That guy from My Hero, was it All Muscle or whatever his name is? The guy that Deku bodied twice. He did like Delaware Smash or whatever. Well, no, not All. Yeah, there's All Might, but then there's like the muscle guy. No, not All Might. Who's the guy? Muscular. That's his name. His name is Muscular. No, not All Might. Obviously, All Might's super buff, but Muscular. That's it. That's who I'm talking about. The live action One Piece season 2 is starting here soon. Nice. Let's go. All these guys are great. Gym, yeah. I mean, that's protein motivation right there. You got to be in the gym all day, plus eat. All you eat is chicken, beef, and drink protein shakes if you want to get big like that. Crazy how Pokemon SV update looks like a remaster of the game. Shows how probably optimized the game was. I love the game. It's exciting to try out the new frame. I mean, I agree and I disagree. It doesn't quite look like a remaster in terms of the actual, like, them remastering the textures and stuff like that. But it does. You're also right? It just looks like you said, poorly optimized. So if it was just better optimized, it would have looked like that or similar, or if we're running on stronger hardware, right? So yeah, the thing with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I agree with you, the actual Pokemon themselves and the character models are not bad. Like, those are actually okay. The problem though is the frame rate, draw distance, and resolution. Those are the 3 issues with that game. So when you improve those things, it makes the actual character models, the Pokemon models shine, because those are actually not too bad. Those are not great, but they're not too bad. So that's the reason why. Like, I see what you're saying. It's like yes and no at the same time, Jeffrey. Absolutely. I just boxed up my Switch OLED dock, ready for midnight launch tomorrow. Yo, let's go, Dash. Let's go. So Muscular, that he's looking like the dragon from Ring Fit. Yeah, that big dragon from Ring Fit, yeah. Maybe a little bit like that too. You know, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we gotta play a little bit of different track here. I'll play a little bit of this. Play a little. Oh, no, not that. Play a little bit of. Not that. Play a little bit of this. All right, here we go. Yeah. Just let's see here. I'm going to get Welcome Tour after seeing that it has mini games. Yeah, you know what? Has anybody changed their mind on Welcome Tour? I still feel that it should be a pack-in game. But, like, you know, it looks pretty good from what they've shown. Like, a lot of people are saying that it's actually a really fun game. I mean, it's better than 1-2 Switch. That was $50. But, yeah, I still think it should be a pack-in, though. Let's see here. No need to be that big and sluggish. I'd rather, Fauzi 2 build. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I don't think anybody really needs to be that big, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that big, either. Like, you'd have to go, just to walk into a door, you have to turn sideways just to walk into a door if you're that big. Sold my Switch OLED bundle before the pre-orders went live. Prepaid my pre-order without paying anything extra. Hey, let's go, foreign fabric. I wouldn't want that welcome even a packet. I wouldn't want welcome. Even if it was a pack-in. You wouldn't want it even if it was a pack-in. I still think it would be nice as a pack-in, though. Like, I get what you're saying for sure. Box up your Switch 1. Yeah, I probably should have kept it. Transferring data to Switch 2 could be easier if you keep your Switch 1. I mean, it could be, but you can transfer everything over to their server, and then you can just retrieve that on your Switch 2. So, I mean, it could be easier, or it could be, you know, it could be the same. Hey, what's up, Ro Izzy? No, I'd ever sell my Switch 1. Yeah, I'm keeping my Switch 1, but I get, for some people, you might not need it, or it's just get the cash towards it. Not everybody's financial situation is the same, you know? Hey, what's up, Detroit Angel? Welcome. I'm not the GOAT, but I try to be. I'm getting Welcome Tour. Okay. Did I donate? If I can play academic. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, you donated I think a couple times already, but even if you did, I got you now. Party Man Cart World. Ninja Peach. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
Low key, I'm interested in playing Pokemon to cheat. Is what I would say if I were a cheater, which I am not, just like how I don't cheat in Mario Kart.
You're a cheater.
Also, if you choose Peach, you need to not steal my fifth I'll use.
You're a
More
cheater.
Mario Kart music PLS.
You're a cheater. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. You are actually a cheater, though. That's you're a cheater.
I got Welcome Tour. I'm too curious. Lol.
Oh man, you shill. You're now a shill for getting that. You're now a shill for getting it. How dare you spend your money the way that you want to? Mario Kart, or actually no, academic theme from academia theme metaphor. All right. Thank you so much to Mr. Super Christian Mule. Thank you to Party Man Cut with the $5. And thank you to Justin with the $3. Yo, we are out here. I don't have my combo breaker ready. Unfortunate, guys. I'm sorry, but let's play the metaphor. Moore's theme. You're a cheater, Party Man. You cheat. If it was in a packing game, there's a chance it could have been a big cultural thing like Wii Sports. No, it would never would have got to Wii Sports. It's way too nerdy to be a big cultural thing like Wii Sports. No, that's just not correct. No. I've somehow managed to keep all my Switch throughout the OG needs. Yeah, like I said, could it have been maybe bigger? Sure, but it's like it's not intuitive enough to be a big cultural thing like Wii Sports. Wii Sports was super easy. It's intuitive. Like, you don't actually have to like move around and stuff like that. You just get right into tennis. It's just super easy to play, you know. So I don't think it was ever going to be that. No. I'm not getting Welcome Tour, but I'm getting Fast Fusion. Oh yeah, Fast Fusion. That's a good one. Keeping my Switch 1 as well. Much sentimental value for me. Yeah, yeah. Voice chat will be awesome for Nintendo Switch 2. Voice chat. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Are we playing Mario Kart tomorrow? Yeah, we're definitely playing Mario Kart tomorrow. We're gonna try at least. We are gonna try. Heck no, not Wii Tennis. Wii Tennis. Hey y'all. Look at no, it's just the lighting. It's just the lighting in the room. The lighting in the room is a little weird compared to the lighting that I usually have in my regular office. It's a little different. I expect F-Zero fans to buy Fast Fusion. Yeah, I mean, it should sell like 5 million copies, right? You're thinking about calling out sick now. You should have thought about that. You should have got that days off a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? You should have got that a long time ago. Oh man, you had to call that day off. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm at my bro's house. Yeah, I'm at my brother's house. Fast. Actually, wait, hold up. No, Mario Kart. We need a new Star Fox too, though. Mario Kart World theme. We're gonna get the Mario Kart World theme, right? You want that? Yeah, Xenoblade got an update, but we don't know exactly. It says improvements for Nintendo Switch 2, so we don't know if the emulation was jacked up or if they're actually making some real improvements to the game. So we don't really know right now. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait and see exactly how it turns out, you know? Fast is nothing like F-Zero. Fast is nothing. I mean, it's F-Zero-ish. I'm not saying it's complete like F-Zero, but it's definitely F-Zero-ish. My sister is thinking about getting 2 of the Nintendo Switch 2. Getting 2 of them? Why is she getting 2 of them? F-Zero on Switch 2 is real. Just watch. Okay, yeah. It's called F-Zero 99. Backwards compatible. No, I'm joking. If you have to choose which Nintendo series would you want to come back, Star Fox or F-Zero? Star Fox. At Fast Fusion, will Loki be a hit launch game? I need to put that on the big screen so my stomach will feel funny at all the crazy twists and turns, throwing equilibrium off. Okay, yeah. Zach, I'm working midnight launch. Yo, let's go, Zach. I'm going to get the midnight launch with the Switch 2 so then I can try to get it earlier on Wednesday so I can guarantee all 3 Switches that my family can have. Nice, let's go, Dr. Birdie. Guardians of Azuma and Bravely Default, I'm so ready. Oh, RPG boys, let's go. Cyber Toast with the $5 dono through Super Chat. Number 3 on the community board as well. Let's go. Let's go. Shout outs. And he says, was on the phone with my bro who just used my niece's guilt trip me into buying the Switch 2 camera. Yo, you gotta get this. You gotta talk to the nieces. The nieces, the nephews, the family. That's why I got the camera, just in case me and my bro were gonna do the voice chat stuff. I think I'm probably gonna be more likely to actually play games now that Switch 2 is coming, like that, have that voice chat in the camera with him at least. Thank you, Mr. Cyber T, with the $5. So might be getting one for yourself and one for me because I don't have enough money saved to get the moment. Hey, that's what family is for, man. Me and my brother are also big Nintendo fans. We've pre-ordered Switch 2 super hype. Yes, sir. Let's go. My plan is getting a few hours early. Let's go. Let's try to get it. Can't wait to dock my Switch 2 to my new 4K 120Hz big screen TV. Okay, let's go. Got a new TV for the Switch 2 hype. I'm not usually into life sims, but I'm super tempted to get Fantasy Life so I can get the Switch 2 update. The game looks really fun. Yeah, I'm not really into life sims 2 as well, but there's just so much content to play. I don't even know, once again, I don't even know where to start, dude. Like, there's just, like I said, backwards compatibility, games that just came out recently. There's just a lot. Obviously, the Switch 2 games, Fast Fusion, you know, Welcome Tour, probably not more Welcome Tour, but more like Mario Kart World, ports, Cyberpunk 2077, new games, Rune Factory. You know, there's a lot that I want to get into. I don't even know what I want to. I think Mario Kart World will be the first thing that I really want to dive into because it's, you know, it's the big new launch game for the system. So that's probably the first thing that I really want to dive into. You know. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super fun. Longest 24 hours. You know, to be honest, I've just been chilling. I haven't been stressing like, oh my god, I gotta get like, it's just been more annoying dealing with all the fake people on Twitter that I follow. That like I said, I don't want to unfollow them, but like the fakies out there, that's been more annoying than anything. Not waiting for the system. Okay, so let's go over Nintendo releases. Nintendo releases more Switch 1 game updates to improve Switch 2 compatibility. Okay, yeah, so that's what's going on here. Yeah, okay, guys. So don't expect big updates to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Don't expect like big improvements. So here's what they've done. So they've got a lineup. So several Kirby's Dream Buffet 1.0. So it says several adjustments have been made to improve the gameplay on Nintendo Switch 2. So it could just be like things were kind of funky how it played. Kirby Star Allies 4.0 update. Several adjustments have been made to improve gameplay on Switch 2. Pikmin 3 1.12 update. Partially alleviated an issue that occurs when playing Nintendo Switch 2 where the entire screen flickers during some scenes of the game, such as when a day starts and ends. We'll be releasing an update in the near future to fix this completely, okay? Super Mario All-Stars. Several adjustments have been made to improve the gameplay on Switch 2. Following updates, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Several adjustments have been made to improve the gameplay. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, several adjustments, okay. Have been made to improve the gameplay. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Okay, I'm probably going to have to remove that tweet that I made, though. Because, like, that's not a tweet to where it's, like, you know, where it's like 100%, like it's improved. So I'll delete it and then I'm gonna rephrase my tweet later. I'll rephrase my tweet when I'm done streaming. So yeah. All right, let's see here. I work 5 days in a row starting tomorrow. My first week, my Switch 2 is gonna be trash, but still excited. Yeah, sometimes, man, that's what happens, dude. Work has made the wait very seamless. Yeah, work for me has made the wait awesome. Like, you guys have been great. Like I said, we've been racking up combos. We've been having a lot of fun. So it's been great, man. I've been excited for just to actually like work and talk about fun, exciting things. You know, that's been combo breaks. Let's go. Actually, wait a minute. No, that's not the combo break that I'm looking for. Where's my combo breaker? Where is my combo breaker sound effect? There we go. I think we need the combo breaker sound. We need to bring that back. We're at 238. So we definitely need to bring that back. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's my combo breaker. That's my combo breaker. Let's see here. The guy Chipster's gone full moron Super Saiyan about Switch 2. Yeah, he seems pretty salty about Switch 2. That guy's crazy. I think I have him blocked though because he's an idiot. So new Switch 2 updates aren't full Switch 2 upgrades? No, not full Switch 2 upgrades. No. Not from what they've said, at least. We have to wait and see how it plays, though. Heading out for that. All right, take it easy, Aries EMS. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Deltarune? Yeah, I don't know if I'm playing Deltarune, but I know Deltarune's a good game. I got off tomorrow by coincidence. I need to convince someone to drop me off at Best Buy to pick me up hours later. The best bet, man, just do Uber. Like if you're worried, I mean, unless you can get somebody to drop you off and pick you up. But I would say, hey man, just take an Uber and you don't got to worry about nothing. See, bro, just comes to hate, nothing else. Like I said, I think the Salt Overdrive is happening right now, guys. There's a lot of people that are very upset. For those, real quick question though with this microphone. For those who know my voice and know how everything sounds when I'm normally at my normal place, how does the mic sound? Like, so like Party Man, Dior, Justin, Cybertor, some of these guys, or anybody that, you know, that's been here, and you guys have been to many streams. How does this mic sound compared to my mic at home? Like, honest assessment. Like, no, I don't know if it sounds good. I need to know it's better, the same, or not as good. I need to know, like, exactly. Mic sound, little reverb, but that's it. Okay. Sounds the same. Okay, sounds the same. It's about the same. Sounds about the same. Yeah, it's really close to the same. Sounds the same. Okay. Pretty close, 95%. Okay. I wanted to know maybe if this should be the mic that I use, because this mic is significantly newer than my other mic. So I thought maybe, okay, well, should I use this mic and take down like my, because I got a boom mic arm, and this one just sits on a little like soundproofing and like key stroke sound thingy. Like, it just sits on this thing, right? So it's like, it's like this. But check that out. Metaphor Rifantasio. Check that out. So, oh, what's this on the back of it? Oh, it's like a volume knob. Yeah, it's like it's like lights up. It's like a volume knob, so like you can hear. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty cool mic. You know what? I think I like it more because it's Metaphor Refantasia. I think that's why. I think that's why I like it. I do like my old AT 2020 though. That was my first. That AT 2020 mic. I had a Blue Yeti back in the day, but that AT 2020 mic, that was my first like super high quality, you know, mold. That was like $150, $200 mic back in like 2018. So it has like sentimental value for me. It's like my first real, you know, streamer, like I'm gonna do this mic, you know. So yeah. So you could always test the stream back in normal space. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do, Cybertoast. I just want to see how it sounds live too. Ooh, Kedicris would be good. I've never done Uber, and I frankly feel too uncomfortable being driven around by complete strangers. It's fine. I think my family will come through. I got great people in my family. Okay, yeah, no problem then, Roadhouse. Then yeah, I don't, you know, don't go with what you're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Go with what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable taking Uber, then yeah, don't take Uber. You know, don't listen to me. Do what you're comfortable with. You know. So yeah. Sounds the same. Okay, thank you, Mr. Davis. I got you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Could be the room. Yeah. My room at home is better soundproof. So the soundproofing in my room at home is better. So yeah. Yeah, serve as a backup mic. Yeah, it would definitely be my travel mic for sure. It'd be my travel mic. 100%. But I'm thinking about replacing the mic at home anyway. I'm thinking about getting like a new, like an XLR setup. That's like better quality. I'm thinking about getting that set up anyway, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm at my bro's house. I'm at my bro's house in San Fran getting ready for the launch for the Switch 2. So I'm there. I know lighting's a little off. You know, sorry about that, guys. This kind of makes me look a little weird. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna get back to the regular stuff. But I'm enjoying my time here, man. I love San Francisco. This place is awesome. So yeah, I'm a big fan. And also like where I live in Central Valley, like it's so much hotter. Like it's like 100 degrees or it's like 90 something to 100 degrees there. Whereas here it's like 60, 70. It's so nice. So it's good. What's a good time to be at GameStop tomorrow? Call your GameStop and see when they want you over there for sure. What's up, Jumpmon? Or you saying gotta go? All right, take it easy, Jumpmon. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. I appreciate you. Well, there'll be many third-party games on the way. Thanks for the Xbox, Call of Duty, Halo series, Indiana Jones, Sea of Thieves. Yeah, there's definitely tons of third-party games out there for sure. Definitely tons of third-party games overall. That I'm looking forward to seeing how they play or if they come to Switch 2 or whatever the case is. But I mean, like I'm not a huge fan of the Xbox stuff, and I totally forgot to get the first wave of the of the icons. I totally forgot. Oh well. Nintendo Switch 2 free game updates, live patch notes. So yeah, all the free updates are live now. So the free updates these are the free updates for Switch 2. These are the free updates. The free updates are Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Game Builder Garage, Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics, ARMS, Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So those are all updated. So yeah, there's a clear difference between these free updates and like those compatibility updates that we went over for Xenoblade and all that. There's a clear difference between them because you can tell like in the patch notes they talk about visuals optimized for Switch 2 and high resolution display TVs, frame rate optimized for smoother experience, HDR, dynamic range. Like they're actually talking about Switch 2 specific stuff, you know? So yeah, so I think that the emulated games, yeah, sure, they could run like the Switch 1 games that are emulated with like without the official free patch. Those could run way better, and those could be like, you know, way better, but you know, or they could run, but there's no specific things that are like tied to it, you know. So yeah. So that's the big difference there. So don't expect that at this point. Don't expect it. But we'll see. We'll see how they run and play once we get them. That's why it's super important to like just test out so many different things, you know? Good news, OJ, Xenoblade 3 is getting an update for Switch 2. Yeah, I just talked about that. That's funny. Yeah, it's getting an update, but it could just be because there was compatibility issues via backwards compatibility. So don't expect some type of like massive improvement or upgrade right now, you know? It all just feels so surreal. It feels surreal. Does anyone on the stream Nintendo Switch the GameCube support when it comes out? Nintendo Switch the GameCube support? Nintendo Switch 1 or Nintendo Switch 2, Anthony? I had to run somewhere, just got back. Hey, what's up, NX Revolution? You think those games will get physical release again like Zelda's? No. Justin with the 3.
We're almost 24 hours away from Switch 2.
Yes, sir. 24 hours away. Yo, Justin, thank you for another dono. Justin with the multiple donos, blessing us all throughout the night tonight. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. And of course, let's go ahead and give him, you guys know what we're giving him next.
Combo breaker.
241 on the board, almost at a 2 times platinum and a half. Let's go. Xenoblade 3 dynamic resolution to have some frame rate drops, so it should run full force now with this update, not just the true free updates. Yeah, exactly, Drew Arco. So yeah, I think that's okay. We got to make sure that we're clear here. So Drew Arco, you're right about that, and I did mention that. So essentially, with these updates, right, and even without an update, with the like, it could run just better because these games are emulated. They're not full. They're not outright backwards compatibility. They're not, hey, take the cartridge and it runs off the hardware. There is no Switch 1 hardware in the Switch 2 for the most part. So these updates, it's emulation. So if a game runs at a dynamic resolution, it could lock that resolution to its maximum, right? Or if a game runs at 30 frames per second, it could lock that, and with dips, it could lock that resolution to 30 frames per second, or to that, frame rate. If a game runs at a frame rate that dips below 30, it could lock it at 30. So those are the things that it could do. So like, let's say a game runs at an unlocked 60 frames per second, like Bayonetta 3 or like, Echoes of Wisdom. It's probably going to lock those or get it a lot closer, more consistent to that 60 frames per second target, you know? So yeah. Ready for the day to play PlayStation event tomorrow. Yes, I'm ready. Earthbound may need a remake from the clamoring. It would be awesome. Earthbound, the original Earthbound, mother. What games do you think will Xbox announce coming to Switch 2 during the showcase? I don't know. Maybe they announced like Sea of Thieves for Switch 2. Maybe announce something like that. Cyber Taurus with the $2 dono. Yo, Cyber Taurus, and he says 93 hours, 12 minutes until Spawncast. 93. Oh my gosh. This guy. This guy. Get a load of this guy. Get a load of this guy over here. Wise guy. Shout out Cyber Taurus, man. Thank you for the $2 dono, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's see here. The game support is going for Nintendo Switch 2. The game you support is going for Nintendo Switch 2. The game I support. Are you asking me what game? Like, I'm still confused on what you're trying to ask me, Anthony. So yeah. Hoping the update adds proper activity log. Don't like seeing my Animal Crossing time reset despite 1,300 hours of the game. Dang, does it really reset? That's stupid. It definitely should not reset at all, right? You want to know how many hours you've had completely in the game. So why would it, why would you, it shouldn't reset, you know? So yeah, it shouldn't reset at all. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Thank you for the $2 dono. Thank you for the multiple donos tonight too. You guys give some love to people showing love in the chat. If I can actually get it to hit that like button on the, actually I can't, it's not working. Xenoblade 2 hour reset for you? Oh man, that sucks. Is anyone gonna watch the Disney Dreamlight? Well, no, I'm not watching. I don't know what that is. Target is shipping the consoles on release day, right? I'm not sure about Target. Check out Jake Randall. He talks about that stuff. New job, new PC, new Switch 2 to start the summer. I'm good. Yo, new job, new car, new house, new everything. Oh man. See, the same thing happened to me when I moved my games to the OLED. Oh yeah, I remember when I moved I think my time did reset. Yeah. So they gotta fix that activity log on Switch too. If you have multiple Switches, your hours do reset. They don't track properly. This is why activity log on 3DS and Wii U were amazing. Yep. Okay, yeah. I have multiple Switches, and yes, they do reset, which is stupid. It shouldn't. I don't know why. It should be tied to your profile. It should be tied to wherever you go, not tied to resetting on a system. Yo, Justin with the $3. Let's go.
I don't even care how many hours I have. My activity log got deleted for some reason.
Oh man. I mean, that's why sometimes it's good to have in-game. Like the in-game, but it's way slower to check every game that has it, like, for the hours. So yeah, that's weird. My Typer, Xenoblade, Astro and MK are all still there. Did you, like I said, if you have multiple Switches, it might switch up on you. It's not just you switching the Switch; it's also your activity log could switch. But yeah, mine has definitely reset. Like not for every game, but for some games. So yeah. Yeah, mine is definitely reset. All right. Okay. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the $3 dono. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Appreciate that. If you hit that like button, that'd be nice and awesome. If you have more questions, you can tag me at PlayerEssence. Hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all of your questions as we chug along here on the stream. Let's see here. Target told me it's coming 6/11, but Best Buy is close to my job. If I get up at 11 p.m., 12 p.m., I can pass by, see what it looks like, try to get another one. Yeah, you could do that for him. I'm not sure what I want to remember. My 142 hours in Tiddlykin probably spent more time there than I should have. Maybe. Oh, man, maybe. Oh, man, that's crazy. You know what I love the most about the Switch 2 stuff, though? What I love the most about Switch 2 stuff is how it's pretty much, regardless if it's positive or negative, everyone's been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's been talking about it. So yeah, it's definitely very good. Definitely very good. And I'm looking through Twitter too, and I'm already seeing people like they're showing the cases that they're actually in the like here's the case. Like they're showing the actual cases of the Switch 2. Like or the cases of these places, and the Switch 2 is in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already in there. So yeah. And then Dior's telling me to get those GameCube icons. Yeah. So yeah. GameCube icons. Let's go. Let's see here. Dreamcast guy says no one's excited for Switch 2. He didn't say it in that way. He's basically reading. It's basically reading Twitter. So he's reading Xbox fans not excited for Switch 2. He's reading like I said, it's the YouTube guys. You guys got to know the YouTube game, you know. Also, I want to read this too. So, what do you guys think about this? Because there's mixed results on this one. Nintendo decided to not send Switch 2 review units to press ahead of launch because important features and updates will only be available via system update on the day the console's official release on June 5th. So some people are saying they're upset with that, or some people are saying that they're not supposed to do that, or how are the reviewers supposed to do their job, blah blah blah. Some people say no one's buying it, no one is buying that. It's clear optics do not want their new device to be compared to other AMD devices on the market. They don't want there to be compared to other. I mean, it'd get compared regardless. So, I mean, it'd be like what the review would come the next day. So, yeah, people are insane. That's Twitter for you, though. That's one reason why you shouldn't really make Unless you're doing a parody, you really shouldn't make too many videos on Twitter. Yeah, like other AMD-based console in the market, like what the 3 million selling, 4 million selling Steam Deck, or like what the 500,000 unit selling ROG Ally, like, oh my goodness, Lord, goodness gracious. Like I'll cap on that. If this was Sony or Xbox, all Nintendo families would be on it saying they're hiding something. You call cap on that, all Nintendo. I don't think so. I don't think anybody would care. Like honestly, I don't think anybody would care at all. Outside of maybe saying, are they hiding like Red Ring of Death or something like that? That'd be the only thing that I can think of when it comes down to it. But yeah, companies prevent reviews when they are hiding something like Xbox, Redfall, CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk. Okay, so we'll see. The system comes out tomorrow. So if you think that they're hiding something, we will find out tomorrow. There should be a disaster tomorrow when the system comes out. So are you willing to put any money on that, Cyber Sigma? Or are you just willing to come and call names? So let's see if you put your money where your mouth is. How much are we willing to say that there's a big disaster with it? They're hiding something.
I don't see an issue with that, honestly. Let them review it on release day like the rest of us.
Let them review it on release day like the rest of us. So how much we putting? Let's go $100. That there's a big massive issue with the systems at $100, $50 down today. That seems fair. I can give you how many odds you want. You want 3 to 1. So if you win, you get what would that be? That'd be 300. If I win, I just get 100. You want to do that? Or are you console warring here? Are you actually being serious, or are you console warring? Cybertor, thank you for the $5. I don't see. So I appreciate the $5. So yeah, what do you think? I gave him 3 to 1 odds. So if he wins, he gets $300. If I win, I get 100. But he has to drop 50 tonight, though. We'll do 3 to 1. I think. Listen, man. I think that's a legitimate concern. Not getting reviews beforehand. What are they hiding? Are they hiding something? So I don't know if they are, but I'm willing to bet that maybe that they aren't. If I lose, then I lose. He gets a lot of money. Stick Drift 2.0. Yeah, it could be that. That'd be a big issue. No, I don't want money on it because Nintendo's preventing reviews because all the casuals just buy it without any critical videos. No, reviews are coming. Critical reviews are coming, Cyber. I think you misunderstood what the actual situation is. I think I have not seen you comment one time throughout this stream too, but you really jumped on this one to call people names. But that's okay. Like I said, there's going to be critical reviews of it. It's just going to be like a day or two after the Switch 2 comes out. So you're going to get those reviews. It's not like there's not going to be any. They're going to get them. People are going to review it. They're going to review it. Heck, journalists are already playing the Switch 2 at like preview events right now. Like there's a preview event for Mario Kart. People are already playing it. So yeah, no. And I'm saying for those critical reviews, do you want to bet about something? So are you just talking? This is going to find out if you're just talking or not. Because you come in here saying BS and you're calling names and you're acting all crazy. That's fine. Let's see let's see how confident that you are. If you don't bet, then obviously you're not very confident. You're just here to call names, right? You're just here to try to make hypocrisy. Say, oh, you're hypocrites. You're not. You don't actually believe what you say. Okay. Now you're going into conspiracy territory. All right. I'll move on here. You're not serious. Speaking of hiding something, many gamers. Now you're on to conspiracies now. All right. It's all good. Speaking of hiding something, many gamers, especially PC fans, already forgot. CD Projekt Red hides Cyberpunk PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's see here. Justin with the $3 says, also, let's be real.
Let's be real, there's people who already have it too.
Yeah, there are people who already have it. That's true. There are quite a number of people that already have the system. That is true. That is true. You don't want to bet because you know you're going to lose. That's why you don't want to bet. Let's just be real here. None of you guys that come here and argue. Like, how come 0% of the people that come here and are all angry and call me out and call me names and say fanboys and stuff like that, how come none of them want to ever bet something? I've noticed that, man. It's crazy. None of you guys ever have any strong conviction in your words. You just like to talk. You like to hear yourself talk or type, or a streamer pay attention to you. Nintendo knew the date before Keeley shared his date. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Keeley shared his date after the date, but I'm pretty sure they were done at the same. I'm not sure when the dates were done, but Nintendo had their date. They knew their date beforehand. But it had nothing to do with Summer Games Fest. Like, that's insane, like, full-on remedial thinking. full. Nintendo's a Japanese company. They're not basing their release schedule on a freaking American Summer Games Fest. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's just full on. So yeah. You didn't have to remove that, what he said. I'm just not going to go back and forth with you, Cyber, so we can just agree to disagree, man. I'm just not going back and forth. Unless you want to drop the 10 for, like, the argument tax. So we do the argument. So if you want to still argue with this, if you want to go back and forth, I will with you. But you're going to have to drop the $10. Or if you want to bet, like I said, you can drop the 50 first. But if not, then like I said, we can just agree to disagree. It's no big deal. I'm pretty sure you're going to be wrong tomorrow. But how about this? Will you show up tomorrow or the next couple days? Like, will you actually show up if you're wrong? Can we get that? Can we get a promise that you'll show up? Because I know I'm going to be here. Whether I'm right or wrong, I'll be here. But will you actually show up? Because I've never seen you in here. So will you show up if you're wrong? Will you show up and admit that you're wrong? How about that? We can come to that agreement. Will you take the L? Because a lot of guys that are wrong, they don't ever show up a lot. And trust me, a lot of people are wrong when they come to my stream because you guys are emotional based creatures. You guys are not based off of facts. You guys are based off of emotion. You know what I'm saying? And conspiracy theories, and that's fine. Lots of people are. Lots of people, grow up, like that, and that's fine. But if you're wrong, will you show back up and at least say, yo, OJ, my bad, man. I'll take the L. How about that? Can we get at least a bet on that? No money, just a bet. Because a lot of you guys go missing. I'm trying to find Waldo. A lot of times you guys, I'm looking for on the Waldo book. You guys are gone. Those profiles that I see people coming here calling names and calling people out and acting all aggressive for no reason. You guys end up going missing. Y'all, there's a missing poster. So I will see you here in a couple days after critical reviews, right, Cyber? I'll see you here. I can get your word. What time tomorrow will you be going live? I'll be going live around I don't know exactly when, but I'll be going live tomorrow night. Just hit the notification bell and look out. I'll be going live. Just look out for it. Excuse me. Isn't Sony at Summer Games Fest? If so, then because the state of play does probably mean that they won't have much to show during the Game Fest. I'm not sure. Hey, what's up, Dad Set? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? How you doing today? Shout outs. No, but me personally, if they said, hey, look, we're not doing, if Microsoft or Sony said, hey, look, we're not doing critical reviews because we have a massive patch that adds a bunch of features and different things and there's no point in doing a review without it, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense because, yeah, Sony does a lot of patches for features and system things and so does Microsoft. So if they put a legitimate excuse out, I wouldn't sit there and say, oh man, they're hiding this, and like I wouldn't sit there and say that. I'd be like, okay, the truth, we'll find out the truth very soon. Like if they're hiding something, it will be found out. Like reviewers will get it. They'll probably have the reviews out by the weekend. So there's no avoiding, there's no hiding what the inevitable is. So if they're hiding something, it will be exposed by the reviewers that get their units. So pick your poison. You want to get killed right there before launch or right at launch, or you want to get killed after launch, I'm definitely emotional. It's all good. I think some folks' problem is that they're console junkies and they get mad because their favorite isn't putting new system out. If they're switched to, where's my PS6? I think it's really just more, I don't know if it's about that. I think it's more about they get mad because of their, the attention. They get mad because of the attention. The attention is not on what they like. The attention is not on what they want. It's tribalistic. It's like being tribal, right? It's like, no, that takes away from me, The only switch to it launches backwards compatibility, performance in games, both fixed with time. Yeah. They've got to get some more updates. Most of the games work fine, but yeah, they got to get some more patches out there. So, let's see here. Hot take has a weak launch title lineup. Yeah, it's a hot take. It's not the right take, but it's definitely a hot take. But it's not the right take because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 70 million copies. So yeah. OJ, do you think Sword and Shield will get switched to updates? But let me ask you a question, Mista, for those who think that. What is a good launch lineup? So what do you feel had a really good launch lineup? So what was the best launch lineup in the past, let's just say 10, 20 years? What do you think actually had a really good launch lineup? How about that? So what do you think had a good launch lineup? This one's weak, so what do you think had a good one? OJ, you think Sword and Shield will get Switch 2 updates? I hope so, but I don't think it will, but we'll see. Switch 2 does have weak launch lineup. Dreamcast had the best launch lineup ever. Yeah, you guys are going, so there you go. We're going back 26 years to talk about how the good launch, you guys are talking about the Dreamcast, so I rest my case. You guys got to go back two decades, going on 3 decades, to talk about how a good launch lineup, the Dreamcast. There's a lot of people here that weren't even born when the Dreamcast was out, or like they were babies. Like nobody remembers the Dreamcast, you know. So nobody remembers the Dreamcast like that. So you guys got to go back 30, 20, 25 years. I'm finding it annoying, this YouTuber. Now I'm finding the morality all of a sudden. Yeah, just asking. Sure, if you know, but if a patch for Xenoblade Chronicles X, yeah, it could get a patch. It could. Yeah. Pink wasn't even alive when the Dreamcast came out, so that's my whole point. The launch lineup is actually solid. It's pretty good in terms of the launch lineup in the modern sense, at least. You know, it's pretty good, especially if you compare it to PS4 or PS5, or especially if you compare it to PS5 or Xbox Series. Definitely better than those two launch lineups, in my opinion, at least, because Mario Kart World beats out anything that those systems had.
Dreamcast, how did that work out for Sega?
Yeah, how did Dreamcast work out for Sega? Great launch lineup, but how'd that work out? It didn't work out too. I mean, to be fair, I mean, a lot of other bad decisions sunk Sega, even before that. GameCube or Xbox, once again, you guys are going back 25 years. You guys got to go back decades to sit there and talk about a launch lineup. I rest my case. PS2, that came out in 2001. That's 24 years ago. 24 years ago. For many older Nintendo fans, this will be the last launch they ever see. We're getting older. For many older Nintendo, hold up, this ain't our last launch, fam. God, goodness gracious, no, we're not 80. Shout outs to my man Cyber Taurus.
SNES had Super Mario World and F-Zero. I was happy with that launch lineup when I was that age, lol.
Yeah, they had like 2 games, right? N64 had like Pilot Wings and like Mario 64. Banger launch lineup. There's a big update for Echoes of Wisdom that allows you your favorite Echoes after you have unlocked 30 or more Echoes. Okay, so they tweaked some other things here. Okay, let's go. Mario Kart World alone solos many past launches. Yeah. Anything in the modern sense. Like, there's no modern launch. Like, I would say like PS3. It's not really modern anymore, but like PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox, Wii U, Switch 1. Like, I don't think there's really anything that really beats out the total in terms of everything that's going to be available with backwards compatibility, day one updates, free patches, Switch 2 editions of games, plus the newer games as well, like Fast Fusion and, Rune Factory, in addition to Split Fiction, which is not that old of a game, plus Mario Kart World, which is going to be an incredible experience to follow up to a game that sold 70 million. I'm just going off, like I said, I'm calling it how I see it, really. So when people say it's a weak launch lineup, I say, well, what's the better one? They go, GameCube or Dreamcast. It's like, okay, yeah, 3 decades ago, 25 years ago. Okay, sounds good. None of us can even afford those games back. No, I couldn't even afford a Dreamcast and all the games that came out back then. So great launch lineup, but I couldn't afford everything. None of us could even afford the games like that. Or at least maybe some of you guys could, but I know I couldn't. GameCube launch is not better than this. The GameCube was wanna the Nintendo console, in my opinion. Wannabe? Or I'm not sure what you're trying to say. OJ, we are 80, old as hell. Yeah. Do you think it would have been bigger launch if they had Smash Bros. Announced? No, I want you to answer the question. Mister, you said it's a weak launch lineup. So I said, well, what's a better launch lineup? Smash Brothers is not ready for. Clearly, it to be a bigger launch because it's Smash Brothers. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 70 million copies. That's double what Smash Brothers sold on the. Yeah, it's about double. Actually, hold up. I think Smash sold 35 million. So sorry, not quite double. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was, as a port from the Wii U, was almost twice as big as Super Smash Brothers. So a lot of you guys just don't like Mario Kart or something like that. You just don't think Mario Kart's a good game, or you don't like playing Mario Kart, you don't like it, but you can't deny the impact that Mario Kart has. You can't sell 70 million copies and say it's not that great of a launch lineup or launch title. Like, you can't, that just objectively is not correct, you know, if you look at what people actually think is good. If something sells 70 million copies, that's clearly something that people think is incredibly valuable and good, you know? So you can't say, oh, well, I don't like Mario Kart, so therefore it's not a good launch title. It's like, okay, sure, your opinion, but objectively, Mario Kart is incredibly good, right? So yeah, so people keep downplaying it. One of the best Nintendo consoles. Okay, best Nintendo consoles. So yeah, once again, GameCube launched in fall 2020 or fall 2001. So it launched 24 years ago. That's my point. My point is it's been since the SD era. Nothing in the HD era. Hey, what's up, cool guy? So yeah, it's more like Mario Kart World is the only good launch title. You're talking about third party or first party? You talk about that third party or first party? Which one are you talking about? Kurt Carnage. My 46-year-old self has been in it since the Super Mario Kart, and I'll still be here for Mario Kart 15. Hey, there you go. Chocobo PR. Oh, shouts to Chocobo PR with the 15 months. IGN roasting Mario Kart Open World. That's funny. I saw one person. They talked about it and said, oh, it's kind of bland. But then the video that they made said that it's actually really fun going through them. So I'm confused with IGN. Nah, we're not getting hot takes. You just can't endlessly put hot takes to not actually answer my questions. No, you're not going to just endlessly put hot takes, Mr. That's not how it works. You need to answer my questions. Mr. Answer questions. No, you don't just get to come here and get hot takes 24/7. No, answer my question. You ain't done that yet. So yeah, let's keep clear. Switch 2 launch lineup is better. Okay. Hey, what's up, Yaks? Rax the Great. Yo, let's go. No, you don't just get endlessly put hot takes. Answer my question that I asked you. Which one's better? You said it's weak. Which one, modern, is better? Not I just say whatever I want and then move on to the next thing. Let's see. To be fair, GameCube didn't have an all-time go-to game at launch until Melee. Melee came out like a month or two after, right? Shout out to Vaxxon. In general, Cyberpunk is close to second. After that is I'm more excited about playing Breath of the Wild again. Shows out mid Switch 2. So which launch is better? Kurt Carnage. Which launch is better? So the only good game is Cyberpunk. That's the only other good game. So Fast Fusion isn't a good game. So Rune Factory isn't a good game, despite it getting really good reviews. That's not a good game. So Split Fiction, which is a Game of the Year candidate, that's not a good game either. Or Yakuza 0, that's a great review, great. That's not a good game. Bravely Default, which is awesome on the Nintendo 3DS, and now it's getting a retooled remaster that looks way better, runs better, and everything. That's not a good game. None of these games are good. The only good game is Cyberpunk and Breath of the Wild. That's it. Are you sure? Let's see here. It's about taste or sales. Sounding like it's about sales. Let's see. If you count ports, sure. Fast Fusion's not a port. Rune Factory's also not technically. That's a dual launch. It's not technically a port. There's a Switch 2. I guess you can say it's ported from Switch 1, but it's not a port from like a different system that came out beforehand. So yeah. Cyberpunk is also a port that came out 5 years ago. So Fast Fusion came out. That's a brand new game. You know what I'm saying? That's a brand new game. That's not a port from anything else. That's probably going to be a pretty good game. It's probably going to get pretty good reviews. You know, I don't know how good Survival Kids is going to be. Not quite my type of game, but apparently it's a reimagining of the Game Boy Color game. So, I mean, it looks okay, but we'll see how that game is. So that's technically, I guess, like a new game. But we'll see how Survival Kids are. Survival Kids is more like it. Hitman World of Assassination. I've never played Hitman World of Assassination. I don't know how good the game is or not, but I think it's, like I said, it's a little disingenuous to say that there's only like one good game in like Mario Kart, or there's only one game. Like that's that's just not true. It's not factually true. But I get, like, if you don't like anything else, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure that there will be actual other good games, like once the reviews come out. Let's see here. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is a fantastic game. It's about taste or sales. No, I'm telling you what is the other, like, good, like reviews, taste, sales, everything. Pack it all in together and let us know what's the other great launch lineup or launches. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm just saying the launch seems mid. So yeah, what launch is better? You had to go all the way back to like what? The GameCube or something like that? Or you said the Dreamcast. So what launch so every single launch since then has been mid then, right? Could you count DK or Damon? No, those aren't launch titles. Rush through Tears of the Kingdom, play Final Fantasy 16 when it came out. Excited to replay it on Switch 2. Let's go. Also, realistically, how many games do you need at launch? Really, you only need one game or two. You don't need more than one game or two that you're excited to play at launch. You don't really need more than one game or two. I mean, unless you can just sit down and play video games all day, like you're a streamer or something, you don't really need more than one game or two. One, maybe probably about 2 games. You probably need about 2 at launch. But if you're playing a game like Mario Kart, that's obviously going to be a game that you spend a lot of time in, right? Or if you're playing a game like Cyberpunk, that's going to be a game that you spend a lot of time in. If you never played Cyberpunk before and you're playing that, that's going to be a game that you're going to be playing all the time. So you really don't need a million games at launch. You don't need that. What you need is some, at least a good first-party game or two, a couple indies here and there, some third-party games that have came out before or whatever, some good third-party games that fill out different genres so people kind of have a variety to pick from. You know, that's what you really need. You don't need 15 first-party games all at launch and say, oh, the launch is not mid. I mean, that's not going to do anything for you, you know? That's not going to do anything for you, you know? Having 7 first-party games at launch, all the games are going to overshadow each other, or certain games are going to overshadow them. Nobody's going to even have the money to buy all those games, and then you're going to have a massive drought of games after the launch. So people that rush in to say, it's mid, we need more, it's like, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make any sense at all to even do that, which is hence why most launches have about one solid big first party game or so, maybe like a smaller first party game, like a smaller game here or there, and then third party ports. That's what most launches have. And then the goal is to sprinkle the games out after the launch so you don't have droughts of software. That's the goal. Not everybody adheres to that goal, but that's the goal. Let's see here. I would contend PS5 did, but that's just my opinion. Pick up pre-order. Okay, see, now I know not to take any of your opinion seriously, because the big game for the PlayStation 5 launch, the big game it was a PS3 remake. It was Dark Souls Remastered. That sold 1 million copies. That barely sold 1 million, right? That sold like 1 million. Nobody even bought that game compared to the install base on the PS5. I mean, don't get me wrong. It sold okay for what it is, but I mean, that was a PS3 game. I played that game back in the day. It wasn't even a brand new game. The Demon Souls. The Demon Souls remake. That was the big game. Then they had a mediocre platformer in the Little Big Planet game, which was mediocre. And then they had the Astro Playroom. That was pretty good. That was a tech demo though. So yeah, the PS5 launch. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. And then they had a really crappy car racing game. A really bad car racing game. Yeah, Demon Souls. Really bad car racing game. That was critically panned. I think Welcome Tour is probably better than than that game. So yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't really take too many people. Not that I don't take people's opinion seriously, because I do take people's opinion seriously, but the PS5 launch, I mean, I guess, sure. That's why I still pre-ordered 3 consoles, because I know Nintendo has good games coming. Because I consider a launch mid doesn't mean I don't have high hopes for the system. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that launches are not supposed to be some type of crazy bombation of games. Once again, people don't have the money for that. So for me, judging it based on how a launch is supposed to be, I'm just saying I disagree. It's not mid. It's a good launch based on how launches are supposed to be. Launches aren't supposed to be a bazillion games. Heck, even with this Nintendo Switch 1, look at that launch. Some people said that launch was good. I said it's okay because, hey, look, you got one game that you want to play. That's Breath of the Wild. But I was like, it's kind of lacking. I remember saying it's kind of lacking in a lot of areas when it comes to other things. You know, I had to make videos letting people know, hey, look, we're not going to get that third-party support until the sales pick up, you know? Whereas Switch 2, it has third-party support from the beginning. So if you're comparing it to the Switch 1, in terms of overall, objectively, it kind of kills that one. So, but you said mid. You didn't say terrible, so I can understand that. But like I said, for me, if you're looking at all the modern launches, this is one of the better modern launches if you combine everything. Like I said, if you combine everything. Third-party support, first-party support,
In addition to like updates for games, like backwards compatibility, Nintendo Switch 2 editions, you combine all of that, it makes for a good launch. That's, like I said, that's my opinion. Yeah, I said I corrected myself. I said Demon Souls, not Dark Souls. Demon Souls remake. But it's all good. Like I say, Carnage, once again, we're just talking games. It's no hate towards you. We're just talking games, you know? Destruction All-Stars. Yeah, that game's trash. Please note that for a lot of people, their launch is on Christmas and not the actual launch date. Well, we're talking about the launch lineup. We're not talking about a hypothetical situation for people on Christmas. You know, we're talking about the actual launch date, like the launch lineup in the games that are available day one to play. Hey, what's up, Sean Starlight? The Series X had their main launch game on the Vox, and it got delayed a year. Yeah, the Series X launch was definitely probably underneath the PS5 launch, right? Switch one had Puyo Puyo Tetris, Super Bomberman R, Master Blaster Zero, Breath of the Wild. Those excited me. Got all of them. Ooh, yeah. Breath of the Wild, I agree. Super Bomberman was disappointing. It was a little disappointing. The online was broken and didn't work. It didn't work very well. But yeah, some of that other stuff, you're right. But wait, no, Master Blaster Zero, that wasn't launch. I think that was shortly after launch. Let me double check on that. Or was that at launch? Master Blaster, because I did buy that game. Or I got a review code. Master Blaster Zero release date. So yeah, let me check that. Okay, no, that was at launch. My bad. Yeah, that was you're right. That was at launch. It was Master Blaster Zero 2. That was that 2 years later? Okay. Yeah, my bad. That was at launch. By that logic, you can't say Switch 2 has a weak launch when December 25th hasn't come around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not good logic to sit there and say, oh, well, most people are getting theirs on Christmas, and then they have more games by Christmas time. But even if you look at it by Christmas time, what did PS5 have? I mean, the system launched in November, right? So, or it launched at the end. So there wasn't like there was like a ton of games after that. So yeah, would have been just fine saying Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Has Been Heroes was your favorite launch? Yeah, Has Been Heroes. That game's trash. I'm hoping to get the Switch tomorrow since expect the future like Xenoblade. Expect them in the future like Xenoblade Smash. Okay, yeah, you're gonna get those. Yeah, so like I said, once again, like I get it though. Like I get people saying it's maybe not as good for them, especially if you're not like a Mario Kart person. But like I said, objectively speaking, I think if you include everything that it has, this is the best Nintendo launch in decades. Like I can't even think of another, and I'm not just saying that, I'm not capping, like in terms of everything. Like I said, I'm excited for the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, you know, like the updates, because I get those with NSO plus expansion pack. So I'm excited for that, because that's the main weaknesses with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is the frame rate and resolution, you know, for me at least. When it comes to the backwards compatibility, right, you get like the free update games. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like I like that game. It runs terrible. So that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Now, I praised Microsoft when the Xbox Series came out. I said, hey, look, they don't really got a lot of first-party games, but at least they got this backwards compatibility stuff, so you can go back and play those games. Here, we're getting the same praise, you know? So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, they updated Best Buy app on the phone with a little Switch 2 screen when you open it. Let me see. I'm going to open up the Best Buy app, because I think Justin said that as well. So let me open up the Best Buy app. Okay, I don't have any music on. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let me play that. Best Buy. All right. So if you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at Players. Hashtag Players. We got about 8 minutes or so left on the stream. So you guys can tag me and I will answer your questions. I didn't see anything. $10 expiring soon. $10 in certificates. How do I have $10 in certificates? Okay, so maybe I can buy a game. I can buy a game here. Yeah, so maybe I can get like Rune Factory or something like that with that $10 certificate. All right, cool. Sounds good. I didn't see the little thing though when I opened the app. Old games, whatever. Then play the new stuff. Split Fiction's new. Fast Fusion is new. So play the stuff that's more new. Survival Kids, that's new. So get the new stuff. You getting the Pro Controller, OJ? Yeah. The fact that Microsoft is announcing their games for Nintendo system, yeah, they've been doing it. I'm looking forward to playing more of the side missions in Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2. Do you care for Zelda notes? Oh yeah, I'll be dabbling in it. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be dabbling in it. Shout out to Chocobo. Thank you for the membership, man. Where's my Age of Calamity Switch 2 update, Nintendo? Age of Calamity should get an update. They'll probably do an update maybe later in the year before like Age of Imprisonment comes out. Switch 1 launched without classic games, and we're getting GameCube with day one. Switch 1 launched without backwards compatibility, without updates for games, without it launched without a lot of things. So like I said, when I'm judging the launch of a system, I'm not just judging the new games. I'm not just judging that. I'm judging what you can like updates the games. I'm judging, you know, the remasters, remakes, whatever. I'm judging new games. I'm judging everything. I'm judging third-party games. I'm judging all of it combined. I don't care if something already came out on a previous system. I think out of anything, Switch, people should know that people like to play things portable. So to me, people say, "Oh, well, it already came out beforehand." It's like, yeah, duh, but I mean, if you didn't have like a Steam Deck or something like that, then obviously you're not playing that portable. And the large majority of people don't have Steam Decks, don't have these AMD, you know, don't have ROG Allies and all that stuff. So for many people, they played it on PlayStation and Xbox, or they don't have PS Portals, or whatever the case is. So for many people, it's going to be a new game, or it's going to be a game that they rather play on, you know, portable. So we went through this with Switch 1. So for me, I judge it on everything. Now with the PS5 launch, it did have other third-party ports as well, too, and it had backwards compatibility. And when I judged it back then, I said, well, you know what, it's okay, but not necessarily anything for me, but it's an okay launch. You have your backwards compatibility with PS4 games. You do have, you know, a big PS3 remake. You do have some stuff that's in there. I mean, you have Little Big Planet. You have some things in there, you know. So I didn't say it was like the worst launch ever. I didn't say all that, you know. But I can understand why people think the launch was weak. I can understand why people think maybe Nintendo Switch 2 launch is weak. But like I said, everybody's launch is weak at this point. Everybody got weak launch lineups if that's the case, you know? So yeah. The rarest Switch game that I have. I'm not sure. The thing is, the original Switch couldn't be quite backwards compatible with its predecessor. It could not be quite backwards compatible with its predecessor. It couldn't be. But Nintendo also was like, yo, it's not backwards compatible, but we're also going to charge you at full price or near full price for all the games that came out on it before. So maybe that could have been like, okay, look, all the Wii U games, maybe they're $40 or something like that. They're like, oh, no, they're going to be 60. So it would have been a little bit nice if something like that happened. Now, don't get me wrong, the value's there. If you want to buy a lot of them, the value's there. But, you know, let's see here. Is Tears of the Kingdom a free download on Switch 2? If you have the NSO expansion pack, it is, yeah. So yeah, if you have the NSO expansion pack, it comes with that. But if it's not, it's $10. $10 for both of them. Let's see here. V says, OJ, why does... Listen, I don't know why the banana guy does not like Nintendo. I don't really care either why he doesn't like Nintendo. Like, I don't care. He's allowed to like that. Once again, if somebody doesn't like something, that's fine. He's a grown man. I don't care what other grown men like or don't like. What I will say in terms of banana guy is that, one, I won't have him, if he's going to bring my name up or if he's going to bring me up, don't lie. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking him is to don't lie. He lied about key cards. He's lied about $90, like the price of games. He's lied about a lot of things. So that's all I ask. I don't ask him he can call me names like he always calls, and that's fine because his mind is very small. There's definitely a hamster on wheels in there. But what I'm trying to say is like, I just don't want him lying. Don't bring up my name and then lie. That's it. Everything else is fine. You want to grift for views. You want to yell at everybody. You want to, you know, play dress up. You want to act all crazy. That's how you make your money. That's cool. I have no problem with that. You know, you want to do that grift. There's plenty of stupid people that are willing to watch it. But just don't lie. Don't lie. Don't say, you know, don't lie. That's all I ask. And I don't care. Like I said, he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. So I don't care what he does. I do not care. He's not relevant to me. Let's see here. I was hyped for Switch launch as well. But I'm definitely feeling the Switch 2 a lot more. Yeah. Well, it's 'cause there's a lot more to be excited about. So yeah. What's up, Nick93? So anyway, listen, he can talk about it. Like I said, he calls me names all day because once again, he's scared. He's scared to debate like a man because he's wrong, but he can call me names all day. I don't care. That's fine. We talk about people here too. So I have no problem with that, you know? Like I said, the only thing that I'll ask is like, don't lie. That's the only thing that I'll ask. So stop lying. Which his audience knows. We took care of that on Twitter. So let's see here. Well, Nintendo saved the gaming industry, so Nintendo all the way Nintendo grew up with. Once again, yeah, they don't care about that. You had to unsub from a lot of channels during the Switch 2 news, bro. Tell me about it. Take it easy, Tommy Record. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Yeah, he's definitely not worth the energy. He's not. Grifters usually aren't worth the energy, so there's no point. So let him be angry. Let him. Nobody cares. Let's see here. All right, so I think, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I want to say thank you so much to everybody that came out to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being so awesome. Seriously, man, we had an incredible stream today. Long stream, 3-hour plus stream. So thank you guys so much for coming out. Sorry that it took a little bit longer to get everything set up than usual. But check out my most recent video. If you have not seen my most recent video, I had a video talk about some big news with the Nintendo Switch 2. Going over some different stuff. I'll have another video for you guys. Hopefully tomorrow I will have a video for you guys tomorrow as well. So I will hopefully edit a video. Maybe I'll edit a video tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm not sure. But we'll edit a video for you guys. And we will talk about other stuff. So yeah, original Switch was hyped because fans didn't give a damn tablet was supposed to actually leave the house. I thought the original Switch launch was hyped because of Breath of the Wild. That's the reason why I thought it was good, because of Breath of the Wild. But yeah, I did acknowledge that other stuff around it maybe wasn't the best. But all right, guys, love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you to Mr. Cyber Taurus. Thank you to Kevin. Thank you to everybody that dropped donos. Party Man, Justin. Let's see who else here. Mac Mega, Swag, Minato Mario, Super Christian Me World, Michael Grant. Thank you so much, man. Jumpmon, Owler. Says Owler with the 279 says thanks for keeping me entertained while I'm sick. I'm sorry, I totally forgot to read that off. Sorry about that, Mr. Owler. Ben's 310. Shout outs Ben's 310. Shout outs. I'm sorry that you're sick though. Hopefully, Mr. Owler, if you're here, I'm sorry for taking so long to get to your comment, man. Sorry about that. Ronald Lucas, Ben's 310, Justin, Party Man Card, once again, Jax G, General Zamora. Yo, what's up, Ian? Shout outs, man. Glad that you're hyped. Let's go. Ibsters, Sidious, Rachel, Fifth Dimension, Kevin, once again with that big 60. Thank you guys so much. Kevin the Speedster, Kinesis, Krista Shiner Dog, Uncario, Ice Sonic. Thank you guys so much. Elements, thank you guys for your love and support. And we will see you for the launch dates tomorrow. We made it. Oh man, we made it. We made it. W stream, we made it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Peace out.